And, hang on, put that link in there for you. Definitely not going to be a long one. Nothing worse than, hey, happy. Just had like a cold, mate, and cold flu or a bug, something like that. So had a couple of days where I was just totally fucking messed up, and yeah, not usually one to like taking medication, but end up having to for a couple of days there. So, and poor Crystal has had to put up with me being miserable because I'm fucking hopeless when I'm sick, grumpy, and yeah. Well, thanks, Happy. I am feeling better, but still got the blocked nose, and I hate that. Was thinking about grabbing one of those nasal sprays to unblock it, but that only just hides the symptoms. How you doing, Lauren? So yeah, I've been just taking it easy, trying to get over it. Shouldn't be surprised. It's probably been about 5 or 6 years since I've had a cold or anything like that. So can't complain, I guess. Hey, how you doing, Big Kev? Sorry I haven't caught up with you lately, Kevin. Been a little bit cool. Hey, Amani, how you doing, mate? You're a noisy bastard, Lost.
Oh, damn, shit. I thought I muted before I, Yeah, I got all this paper on the floor as it's walking. Yes, that's pretty loud when I'm cruising through that. Yeah, man, I had the little bug over the weekend, too, some little cold thing. Actually, my nose is still running like a damn river.
Yeah, so was mine. It was fucking hopeless. Oh, no worries, Lauren. As long as I'm not sleeping and I'm still feeling healthy. Well, I can't complain, though. I haven't had one for a long time.
And what's up, everybody?
It's I have to admit, it's not too often I can say that I feel sorry for Popeye, but I seen RC Dre's replay of his stream, and geez, he got attacked for no good reason. I thought. I don't know. You were there, Lost, at the time.
Yeah, I was listening in the chat. I would say, listen, different people get offended by different things. Personally, what Popeye was saying was not an offensive thing to me, but I could see where it could be an offensive thing to certain people. You know what I mean?
I don't know. I'm sorry. I don't see being offensive in any way. All he was doing was retelling a story.
Well, listen, some people, when you talk about sex, that's very taboo for people. For some people, not all people. For some people.
I'm sorry. That's just, I don't know. I mean, the other person involved I like, but I just thought
I'm kind of, just the few interactions I've had with Terry, I'm kind of surprised that it came off to him that way. That's more surprised than anything. I can understand someone being offended by it. Like certain people, I can see them being offended by it, but the person who actually got offended by it was kind of shocking.
Yeah. Hey, how you doing, 47? How you doing, Andy? Link's in there, Andy. Yeah. Either way, I thought it was pretty unfair what happened. I don't think Popeye deserved the dressing down that he got.
Well, there's obviously ways to.
I think
if you are offended, there's better ways to go about your being offended. I think the straight up sort of attack that I'm about to make some noise. Straight up sort of attack that was going on.
Yeah, well, I think there's a little bit more behind it, to be honest with you, but I don't want to go into it. That was on someone else's stream, and I don't want to cause trouble for them. But if you're listening, Popeye, you've got my sympathies because I don't think you deserved what you copped anyway. So that was my personal opinion.
I think he should have came harder. He should have came hard.
What's going on?
Come on!
Can't wait! No, fucking don't do this. Will's poor boy. I'm happy to admit it when I'm fucking better than me, and he does it far better than me. Although I don't know, I should ask the audience, shouldn't I? Because I don't really fucking I'm just a bit of a perfectionist, and he does it better than me as far as I'm concerned. Hello, Dre. I've got that fucking day today, comma.
Yeah, Lauren, as far as I know, I think they were talking about Frank being on Kevin's show, but I missed it, so I'm not sure.
Oh, hello, Lauren. Jolly good old chap and all that. Is that sounding good to you? I'm trying my best.
No.
All right.
Andy, there's no way you can sound English.
All right, well, I changed my little icon. It's still got red in it. But fuck it, you can't do it. I like the colour of red myself. Jesus. What did I sound like then? I'm more.
Sounded like a fucking mad Australian.
Mad Australian. Mad to cut steak, I am.
I see Lost. I got an email from Lost earlier, Andy. Saturday morning our time, he's going to try and get together for a World of Warships. Wants the crew to get together.
All right.
Yeah, I want to put the word out. I'll try to get all of us on. We've seemed like we probably got a good 6 to 8 of us who will all apparently have downloaded this game and started playing it. So it'd be cool to get all of us together to actually play together.
I am sorry, Lauren, but I told you at the end of the day, I made a choice. I'm loyal to that fucking choice. And they fucking won the other day as well.
Steelers.
And the Steelers won.
Steelers are on the roll too. Yeah. 27-3, I think, Steelers.
All
right. Oh, sorry, Dave. You in the back there, mate. Sorry, mate. How you doing, David?
Hey, how you doing, party people?
Great.
Yo, what's up, Lost? Andy.
We're not getting booed.
How you feeling, Mark? Feeling a bit better?
Yeah, I'm better. I've still got the stuffed nose and Paul Crystal's had to put up a bit.
All that cocaine he's been doing this weekend.
She loves looking after you, bro.
Let him lie to us, David. He was partying up this weekend. Hookers, cocaine.
I feel fine. Lost.
Yeah,
I get all that.
Yeah, he's got a hangover. That's what it is.
That's what it is.
Jesus.
It's when the lady boys dance on your head, Lost. You start getting a headache after a while. It takes a while to get rid of it.
These foreigners, there's something wrong with these cunts, isn't there, Thunder?
Thanks, Armani.
Right.
You are right.
One game at a time, Happy, and we're on a roll now, mate.
Fucking Close is on next week at the fucking same place I was.
Okay, no worries, mate.
Day and night.
Luke wanted to go and see that new Joker movie today, but I told him that.
Get really good reviews, Mark, innit? They're giving it amazing reviews, man.
Yeah, but I couldn't see myself in a picture cinema sniffing and blowing my nose. It would just ruin it for everybody else around me.
Well, you wouldn't.
Yeah, don't be getting everybody sick at the same time.
Spread it around the cinema.
Yes.
Sarah, do you want some popcorn? Yeah.
I always remember that movie Outbreak at the very beginning of it. How it spread. The guy went to the movie theater and he started coughing.
Did you watch that in the movie theater, Lost?
No, but I would. But I remember seeing it, when I was at home or whatever, and I was always thinking, "Them goddamn people in the movie theater are here coughing all the
True.
time, are making me sick."
Yeah, it's true, man.
Imagine,
You can spread that
imagine
quick.
imagine going to see that film and someone actually coughing while you're in there watching it.
Oh, I'd
Oh,
freak out, man.
yeah.
I'd freak out, man. I'd be bagging him up, throwing him out the back, dragging him out by his legs.
Oh, Jesus. So, when are you going to get into World of Warships, David? It's a
I'm
pretty
gonna have
cool
to
game.
now, aren't I? All you guys are playing it now, aren't you? So I'm gonna have to
Well, now,
download it.
I bought DayZ, man.
Oh, did you buy it, and?
I bought it and downloaded it. I sent you an email, cunt.
Oh, no worries, bro. What did you pay for it in the end, man?
Hey?
Did you get that
Right.
30% off?
Yeah, I got that 30% off. Yeah. Fucking,
Oh, that's good then. That's good. As long as you got a discount
so,
on it.
yeah, $40 it cost me, and they let me use PayPal to fucking, to buy it. So that was a
Oh,
bonus.
that's not too bad. I like your picture on your avatar. That loose cannons one. That's pretty
Well,
cool.
see,
that.
we had a bit of a fucking. I was in a private chat the other day, a bit of an incident. I told a couple of people, fuck, I'll never come back. And I thought to myself, in that post fucking, when I was thinking about what I fucking said and why I said it and all that kind of thing, I thought, you're a loose cannon. You should fucking tell these cunts straight up so you know. None of you people are cunts. None of you people are cunts. I'm a cunt. Just remember that.
You know what? If Gunnar ever catches up with you, man, he's going to sit on you until you say uncle.
Yeah. If you don't torpedo you to death first.
I have spoken to, I have chatted to fucking Gunnar and everything seems to be fine. And I fucking messaged Warren today. Fucking, and
How is Warren? I haven't seen Warren for a while.
from all accounts, he's been in hospital.
Oh,
I didn't send him there,
yeah.
but fucking, I've got this fucking, I'll get the answer with, who's this? I'm like,
Who's this? Bless him. Oh, I hope he's doing well. I hope he's all right, Warren.
I met Warren's handler.
Handler.
Yeah, Lionel, the handler. He was fucking handling the cat and the bird. He was feeding them.
Oh, fair play.
It's perspective, how you want to look at it. I'm going to say I look at it like handler. Sounds more fucking,
professional, isn't it?
Serious.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh, I hope he's doing all right, Warren. I hope he's doing well. He's gone back to hospital.
I shared a post about Heinz starting in Australia. If I can remember, I told you about that. But he liked that post. So and Lionel, the handler, said he was going to be out at 3:00.
Oh, that's good. He's getting out today, then. That's good, Dad. That's good news, isn't it?
Yeah, today. So he's out now. As far as
that's
I know.
good. Oh, I hope he's doing well then.
I'll fucking send it. I'll send. Fucking, I'm on fucking streaming.
Oh, Andy.
Yes,
I was playing World of Warships, and I got an invite to join a clan. Just popped up on my screen.
Already?
It was the clan. The little thing before the name is just NI, and it's the Australian Knights who say ni.
Oh, no way.
Oh my god!
Is there quite how big's the group?
We've been talking about name actually.
I didn't join
Infiltration,
it.
bro. Infiltration. Get in there.
I didn't join it, but I kind of thought it was funny that.
That's a good name, that is. I like that.
We've been talking
record.
We've been talking about it. I suggested, and some of the boys like it. I don't know. Well, I thought I'd run it past for everyone beforehand. ANZUS, Australia, New Zealand, United States.
That's nice.
As an alliance, because we got.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Actually, I like that.
We have fucking that other Kiwi bloke. There's also Nathan might play. He's a Kiwi. So I just thought that might fucking work. Whereas it might not be taken on, I know.
Yeah,
but,
a lot of them be gone, wouldn't they? I imagine, like United Nations and that. A lot of them would have been gone, wouldn't they?
I was going to ask you about. I mean, I had a look at the other day. Fucking TeamSpeak. Mm-hmm. If you got spare, you probably easy if we got our own, Because it's only like.
It's cheap, and there's a couple of quid a year, and it's solid, mate. It is on all the time. It never fails you, to be honest. It's pretty good.
Well, that's what I was thinking. Never fails. Just $75 for a year for 64 slots.
How many guys have you got now? Oh, you probably won't even use 64, to be honest.
I've got 9 on my list.
You want to get like a 20-man server. That'd be a couple of quid a year, and then you've got spare. Then you've got another like 10 slots to bring people on as well. Obviously, you might get bigger for the year.
Well, that's what I was thinking.
You can upgrade it. You can add that like another 10, 30, 40, how many you want, right?
Hey, how you doing, MJ?
I got experimental version of part of DayZ. It was the DayZ and the experimental DayZ.
Yeah, there's two versions, and that like the experiment that they wouldn't release that onto the stable version. Like they try stuff out on there.
Cool.
But
So-
if you go into the Steam game, like you can right click on DayZ and put it on experimental or normal. You can pick
Alright.
that way. Yeah, it's you just switch between them. Like
Well, yeah, honestly, I bought it because I thought, well, I will play it.
Hmm.
I just can't see me playing it anytime fucking soon.
no, I don't blame you, mate. If you're enjoying World of Warcraft and stick with
I'll
that,
go
bro.
with it.
You've already got it now, haven't you? You've got it in your library,
Yeah.
so you can play it anytime.
Well,
I've
that's
been
what I thought.
going through heaps of videos. Unbelievable the tactics, Andy.
I know, I've been watching it too.
I was
I saw
definitely
that.
playing battle. I was playing battleships wrong. That's for sure.
I saw
Yeah,
that.
there's a lot to learn, Mark, isn't there? There is a lot to learn, to be fair.
I mean,
Well,
I've got,
I found out the hard way the other day when I was playing a game, and then you got the little message box comes up with all the people in the actual battle,
Mm.
and yeah, I got the a Thunder fucking support over here, whatever, and then I did that. That was all worked out really well too. But
Do you get points for that, Mark, for helping other people out on the game?
I'm not sure. I don't think so. You get points for winning and for taking points and that.
And kills and that, is it? Is it just based on kills?
Not just kills. I think for defending an area or taking over an area.
Ah, there you go. Yeah, because usually on a game, if a squad leader, like say you're the squad leader and you quite Andy, like I need some help here, and he defends the area, get extra points for that.
I
Because he's
got,
following your orders, sort of like that's.
See,
what
but
Battlefield's
with the battleships, I was sitting back with their long range and firing on ship. But the way to do it is your battleships actually have to support your destroyers and
Yeah.
cruisers, and you go forward with them.
we need to play tactics.
Yeah,
I
you
know.
don't play
You
tactics.
go forward with them.
In the game the other day, I was in the Perth, right? And I no crap. When I looked at the lineup, I thought, "Oh my god, I'm in a gunfight and I've got a knife." All right,
Just
like,
come fight with like shit.
I was a level 6. I was a tier 6, and the rest of the ships were tier 7 and tier 8. I thought you got to
Oh,
be fucking
God.
me.
You got
And
nothing
some-
to lose, though, Anne, haven't you? At that point, you
I
got
know,
nothing to
some
lose.
cunt yelled out, protect me. Whatever,
Yeah.
putting the their sail. So that was kind of funny to see that. And then they said, someone protect the aircraft carrier. So I went back and protected the aircraft carrier. But I did get
Hey,
saved. But I went
hey,
out with a
dude.
fucking bang. They had a
Hey,
That's a
doing-
good
how you
team player,
doing?
though. Good team player.
How you doing, King of Calves? What I would have said is, don't bother protecting me. I'm running.
Yeah, exactly. Don't rely on me. I'm gone.
I'm
When
out
I
of here.
started.
I'm just following the loose cannon motto. I'm just fucking doing what they don't expect. Not going where I fucking expected to go. You know,
The thing
going
is, like you
around-
said, and if
going
you've got
around
like,
circles and fucking, shooting at everything. I don't give a fuck what I sing. I don't if I sing something or I don't. I just go fucking try to damage everything.
yeah, enjoy it, man. That's what it's there, isn't it?
I don't give a fuck if I sing as long as I've had a good time. And I've had
Yeah.
a good time at the time,
But
Well,
what
I
you
mean-
do, and if there's say there's 8 or 9 of you going on between you, you'll start sorting out what ships you need. You'll have a few for long range, like Mark said, and then you have like the middle ships, then you have your fast ships at front, and it evens itself out. Then
I've only got
Well-
I've got no destroyers at all. I've only got battleships and fucking cruisers.
What it works out to is that your destroyers are usually the ones that will go ahead, spot the ship for you. They do your scouting and spotting.
so they're like spec ops, and they're spec op vehicles. Then really, they do
And,
all the spotting and that.
And then you have your cruisers and battleships.
What's the weapons on the destroyers, then, Mark? What weapons have the destroyers got? Are they pretty loaded up? or-
torpedoes and guns.
Oh, there you
I
go.
actually,
That's enough.
I
Isn't it?
actually did a ship with a torpedo the other day. I couldn't fucking believe it.
Yeah,
I bet it's
some
nice in it
cruisers.
when you get a long shot with a torpedo. I bet it feels nice when like it hits it from distance.
I've been dodging the cuts a lot more too. Fucking, I think they still get cleaned up by them, but fucking,
It
because
makes
they're
it more
the,
fun, though, isn't it? It makes it more fun avoiding them.
oh yeah, no, fucking Abe. I do love it. I fucking, I was well. It popped up that that's what I like it when they said it popped up and told me that you're on. I was about to go in another battle because I need to fucking.
I honestly think that the destroyers
You want me to get
they
sinister?
should be limited to how many torpedoes they can fire. Actually,
Oh, is it unlimited? Is it? You can just keep.
Geez, well, lots of aircraft carriers have planes galore as well.
Yeah.
no, I think they got so many squadrons, Andy.
I was going to say, it wouldn't be unlimited, would it? You just keep going on and on, wouldn't you, in the match?
Well, you don't have unlimited torpedoes. Well, I mean, I guess you can keep firing, but it's not like rapid or anything. It takes a while once you
Yeah, what's the reload time like?
Yeah, but-
again.
Is it a long reload time?
Well, I'm only up to like the level 3 or whatever, and it's pretty long. It's not. I don't know the exact time frame, but it definitely seems like a lifetime when you launch it and then you miss, and that goddamn cruiser's after you.
Chasing your ass down, like.
Yeah.
I hate the bloody torpedoes. They're a pain in the ass.
Oh yeah, for sure. Fucking
Especially in a battleship.
especially in a battleship. But I usually sit back a bit more with my battleships, although I don't know. Depends on my mood. Today I'm in a bit crazy, you know. Running near. I mean, it's only. Yeah, I mean, I should be in a destroyer really the way I fucking play, but I will. I don't like.
Well, you know that auto bouncing. With that auto bouncing, if you've got a battleship and you're heading straight into destroyers or cruisers, most, like 99% of their shells are going to bounce off you and do no damage.
Oh, is it? They can't do. Oh, that's pretty cool then.
Because depending on the angle they hit your ship at, they'll bounce off.
Well, that's why you got to use those other the other ammunition, the one that actually pierces.
No, that doesn't. No, that's different again. You're talking about high explosive and the armor penetrating. Makes no difference.
Yeah, because the hull deflects it, doesn't it? I'd imagine.
The size of your gun has to be 14 times greater than the armor on the ship to penetrate at a certain angle, head on. Anyway, I watched a guy on YouTube show the experiment where he fired at the front of a battleship, and you could watch the shells, just like all 8 shells, just bounced off the front of the ship.
Oh wow!
So it's all about angles as well, then, Mark. You're setting your ship up for angles.
And you got critical hits. They got what they call the Citadel, which on a lot of ships is like at the watermark or below the water.
Yeah.
How you doing, Gunner? How's
Banker general shells this.
Yeah, it's about as degenerate as you can get, Gunner.
Yeah, it can't get any worse.
But it's been. I can't believe it. They've even there's one guy out there who's put out the maths for it all, even to work out.
Oh, they
go
right into it, Mark, don't they? Yeah, some of the guides are amazing. I've seen it even on YouTube. I've seen like a 101 hints and tips on the game, and like I imagine even the pros wouldn't know a lot of them. It's stuff you wouldn't even know. Like,
well, someone's put a bit of time into some of the help and that.
Oh my god, it's fucking him. What the fuck of a note come back didn't you get?
Too sad.
The
ship game.
Well, I tell you, some of them take it very seriously. I mean, really seriously.
See, the other thing, military, ex-military guys, they all take it seriously on these sort of games.
The other thing that destroyers can do too is load down a smoke screen, which is pretty effective.
Oh, you can cut. Oh, that's pretty cool. You can put cover down that.
See?
Yeah, they put down a smoke screen for it.
At least you did see me upset, unlike that whole, like I said, delusion of the fucking torpedoes. You fucking see me in action, cunt. Be prepared.
Hang on, guys. I got to take the dog outside. I'll be back in a sec.
No worries, Mark. Yeah, you're getting good at eating Andy now, Gunter, aren't you?
I'm hacked, Sage. All right.
MJ's back. Oh, he's just gone to sort the dog out a bit, MJ. Give him 2 seconds, bro.
Fucking. Oh, no, there you go.
He's in. MJ's in. What's up, MJ?
Hey, what's up, guys?
How you doing, brother?
What's up with you?
Just chilling, man. Just chilling.
That's cool.
You been up to, MJ?
Love? What's up? What's up? Go ahead.
What you been up to?
Nothing, man. Yeah, just keeping myself busy, man, and that's about it. Just woke up, actually.
Yeah.
I forgot that myself. I didn't get up very long ago. Oh, I fell asleep. I fucking put some fucking. Lucky I fucking set the griller to turn itself off. Otherwise, I'd fucking come back to the house burnt down.
What did you leave on? Did you?
I fell asleep.
Oh damn! Careful with that.
I hate that shit, man.
Yeah. Don't want to go that way.
I'm meant to be alive. See, the house didn't burn. I was awake and the house was still here.
Exactly. He got bigger plans for you, and obviously.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking
Yeah. See,
absolutely. Sounds like a plan. I gotta fucking. I fucking owe Gunner some fucking torpedoes.
Torpedoes.
Yeah,
Actually,
they're calling you guys the Battleship Nerd Crew, man.
Yeah, well, you just you got call the
all
clan
right,
that.
yeah, that's hard. Yeah, well, let's roll with it then.
I like that. Well.
we were in a battle the other day, and Gunner was on the other side. Gunner and Manic were on one side, and we were on the other.
Oh, it's nice when it's like that. Sometimes you get to shoot your friends.
Yeah.
Can you pick to go on the same side though, and can you all get on the same side or not?
Oh well, that's what pushed me over the edge the other day. I was trying to fucking get us all on the same side, but some cunts had their own fucking ideas, and then they had to bitch at me, so I just lost the fight.
Oh, they didn't want to all go on the same side then.
Obviously, no. And we were playing co-op, so and we were playing co-op, and Gunner actually said if we're all the same tier, we get a better chance of being in together. But yeah, some people decided that there were going to be other tier ships, and so we kept on missing each other. I mean, not a biggie.
No, I said everyone goes their own way, don't they?
I could have handled it differently, but I didn't, and that's why.
It's like, man, it kept screwing up the sync drop by picking the wrong ship, but I got the blame. You blaming you, Gunturn?
You got the blame. You should have shut your mouth.
That manic again.
Jeez, I got told, Gunner, I got told it was you and Warren. Not
Well,
me.
You and Warren.
I told them that I'm a cunt. They're not cunts. I'm the cunt. They better watch the fuck out because they won't get what they're expecting.
You could put in a random battle with Popeye. That would have been cool.
God
Oh, yeah,
damn, I wouldn't want to go up against Popeye, to be fair. Not on that game. Jeez.
Hey, what's up, Big Kev? What's up?
Kind of like that, Don. So this dyslexic man walks into a bra.
I tell you what, it makes a difference if you jump into a battle with some of these clan guys with a bit of experience, because I tell you what,
You learn a lot.
They make quick work of people. We got into a battle. It was like people versus people battle, PvP, and we all got sunk except for one of our ships, and there was like 3 enemy ships left. And we had one guy left, and he fucking destroyed them all. We just sat back watching.
Oh, he's that good, was he? He knows what he's doing then. Fair play. Yeah, that's how you learn now, Mark, watching other people play. That's a good thing about playing online, isn't it?
Yeah, I always watch the battles after we get sunk.
But he was in a destroyer, and I tell you what, if you're good in a destroyer, those things are deadly.
Yeah, but all you want to do, Mark, you want to try and get everyone like one night a week or a couple of nights a week. You want to try and get everyone on the same time and just have like training. Don't take it too serious, but work together. Like, don't worry about your scores in that. And then the more you do that, when you go out together,
I don't know if you can train together.
There is a training bit from all accounts. Gunnar was saying there is a training bit.
Yeah, there's training.
I've
seen that, but I don't know if you can train together or not. I haven't checked it out yet.
I'd imagine you'd be better off going in the server, wouldn't you, against real people anyway, to learn.
Well, there's 2 options there, David. You got the co-op where real people play bots, so it's you and other people versus a bot navy.
Oh, like the AI, is it? The AI?
Or the player versus player.
What's the AI like on there, Mark? Are they pretty good or not?
My bots are always useless to get the other bots.
Yeah, that's what I find with AI. They're fucking. They don't do anything you tell them to do.
Well, if you're a noob, if you're a beginner, the bots will take you out.
Yeah.
See, Gunnar said that you can train together in a training area. I've seen the training area. Yeah, I mean, I've looked around a bit. I got a fucking tier 6 battleship that they gave.
Yeah, well, what you need to do is, if you're going to work as a group, you're all going to have to work out that you can't all be in the same ships. No. You need someone in destroyers, someone in cruisers, and then someone in battleships. So.
Well, you want to play to your strengths, Mark, don't you? You want to play like when you're training together. You'll see who's the quickest getting around without getting it, and then that's your lighter chips. And then you want the destroyers at the back.
Yeah, I broke my record, Andy. I got 7 ships twice now. Sunk 7 ships by myself.
Wow, that's pretty good score, man.
I got to tell you, it's going to be a simple fucking choice for me, because you need to. The only way you can get to aircraft carriers is to research destroyers as part of the tier, the way it works. Yeah. And I've only got battleships and cruisers, and I have no intention of getting destroyers. So It's a simple choice. I'm either a battleship or I'm a cruiser. You have to deal with
Cruiser,
that.
if you're happy using them.
Cruisers
Oh, yeah?
are deadly. Cruisers are deadly because they're fast and they're fast reloading. And if you use armor-piercing ammo, then that's the weakness of the battleships. Although I got told the other day by a guy who seems to know what he's talking about, that if you're in a battleship, doesn't matter whether you're fighting destroyers, cruisers, or other battleships, always use armor-piercing.
Yeah, that'd be straight through the hull, wouldn't it? Guaranteed. Armor
Well,
piercing.
What they do is they've got a detonator on them, so they'll pierce through so much armor and then
Yeah.
explode inside.
Yeah.
But the weakness with them is if you fire at something with very thin armor, it'll go straight through without exploding.
Yeah.
Well,
Do you get mines on there as well, Mark? Is there mines?
No mines, but they're bringing in submarines.
Yeah, that sounds good. Submarine.
How long have you guys been playing this game for?
Me for about a week.
Well, yeah, and Boxing Day tells me, he shot me with torpedoes months ago. I've been playing less than a fucking month, you dumb cunt.
What did you guys play before this? Did you guys play something else before this, or?
No. We just I've been thinking about this since it came out. When World of War Tanks was it World of Tanks or whatever it was came out.
Yeah, that was the first
I had a
one.
friend that had got into that, but I didn't get into the tanks. And I seen that they were going to bring out a warships one. And this is about 4 years ago, and I thought I'd like to play that. So finally, Gunnar said he played it, and then Andy jumped on there. So I finally fucking got on there. It's a good game.
It is a good. The graphics are beautiful. It's a beautiful.
I thought you
looking
guys
game.
would be playing a game that French Fry would be playing, man, all the time.
Nah.
Which one's that?
What game is French fry
Okay.
play?
That airplane game that it was like some type of fucking it was kind of like World of Warships, but it was with aircraft.
Is that War Thunder? Is it War Thunder?
Yeah, it might have been something like War Thunder or something
You
like
got the
that.
drive everything on there, didn't you? You get tanks, get airplanes.
But
and
that was very arcadey. It wasn't, to me, it wasn't.
Yeah,
like
that's
a
what I seen on the
simulator.
videos. Yeah, the graphics looked a bit arcadey.
The only way you're going to watch my fucking mouth out, cunt, is if you come to Australia. That'll take very fucking lightly, doesn't it?
Little
But
Persian ears there.
Don't do that, Gunner, because you know that he's gonna fucking.
Well,
If you try and beat him up, he's gonna fucking. I'm gonna have to get in the way, and I don't want to hurt you, Gunner.
the real swear words are military-industrial complex, cunt.
He's got away with words, hasn't he?
The rest
Jesus,
of the world-
MJ, how would Andy go in LA, fucking, especially East LA, talking like that,
Fit straight in.
Talking like
All right.
what?
calling everyone a cunt?
Oh, they wouldn't care about that. Oh, cunt is just-
Fit in.
All the snowflakes would freak out and run
Yeah.
away.
He'll run away.
I would just, in the nicest possible, cunt in the nicest possible way. You don't see it from my perspective. I
I
wouldn't
do,
call you.
and I know you're not saying it in a nasty way. I understand what you're saying.
That's what, there's a difference, you know. I wouldn't call you a cunt if I didn't like you.
It's the way you
Well,
say it, isn't it? If you're going to say it nasty, you'll say it nasty. That ain't nasty the way you're saying it.
I'm kind of sick of saying it, but don't call me a cunt, you cunt.
Yeah, you can.
Who was that? Peter Cook and Dudley Moore did that
Yeah.
fucking skit with that. Don't call
That's
me a
funny
cunt,
as
you cunt.
What's MJ drinking there? What's that? OJ, MJ, or milk?
No, it's just a little cheap protein drink.
Oh, right, yeah, energy drink.
Oh, you've been pushing weights there. You're on
No,
the weight?
no, I just woke up, man. So I just wanted to.
Just
like a
getting the energy
breakfast.
up.
Yeah, those
I
breakfast
woke up.
drinks.
I just woke up like half hour ago, man.
Yeah, he had a hard night of hardcore masturbation. He's got to replenish.
Nah.
You got to refill up. I like your ink, man. I love that ink on your hand, man. That looks wicked.
Actually, I just hit up. I bought some storages out a couple of days back, and yeah, man, I actually came up on a lot of stuff, man.
I'd love to do that. I'd love to do that, MJ. We ain't very big over there, but
Yeah, like-
I love watching the shoes. I love watching these shoes.
The what?
They have the shoes on there, don't they? Like storage hunters and stuff like that.
Yeah,
I know a lot of it's fake in that, but like you said, you pay your money and you take your chances. Like
Yeah,
you can find some amazing things.
I came up on a good unit, man. It had like action figures and like stuff that was still in the original packaging, you know. So
Well, you could have some money
You
there.
get any Star Wars stuff?
Well, that's worth mega money now, isn't
Star
it?
Wars?
Original.
No, I just got like DC Comics, DC Comic like action figures, like Mr. Freeze.
Yeah, that's going to be worth money then. That's worth money then, MJ.
Yeah, keep them.
Yeah, anything Marvel and DC.
It was like early, maybe late 80s or early 90s stuff, and then I got like a bunch of die casts, like the 112 scale. 112 scale die cast like cars. Like I got a Back to the Future car. Actually, I just sold one. I got like a Franklin Mint 112 scale. It was an Al Capone. It was because if you know what Franklin Mint is, their die cast cars are very good. They're very well put together.
They're expensive to buy as well, MJ. They're a couple of $100, aren't they?
The one I sold yesterday I got $150 for.
Wow.
Yeah, they're expensive, man.
Yeah, man, that's good money. That is.
And I got 10 in that unit.
There he is. There's Popeye. Popeye,
You know, so.
good morning. No, it sounds like you got a good bin there, then, MJ.
Yeah, man. So,
Thing is, you got to be careful,
aren't you? Or you've done it before?
Oh no, I've done it in the past, man. I used to have a business where that's all I used to sell was collectible stuff. Like I had a few stores at this place in West called Frankenstein's. So yeah, I kind of been in the game before, you know. I used to do that.
How you doing, Heidi?
What do you usually, MJ? I was going to ask, what do you usually pay per? Like, obviously, at different prices. What's your average for a bin? What do you go up to?
I mean, it could be $300-$400 units. I mean, I could tell you the most I've paid for a unit is about $2,500.
Is that good stuff in there? Was it for 25?
Yes, it was. I mean, I've said before, I think I'm on here, but the biggest unit I've ever seen price-wise go for is about $18,000.
Wow.
You know, I watched one of those shows once, and they found. You ever seen those the race car simulators, but like the actual, like they got a full racing chassis?
Yeah,
they found one of those with all the computer hookup and.
Yeah, a lot of money's worth
thousands. It was tens of thousands of dollars.
Well, this unit I got was pretty good because I mean I got Native American jewelry, stamped, and I paid $380 for this unit.
Oh, you're gonna make a lot more than that, aren't you?
I already made $150 off one item I made.
Yeah,
I already made like half my money back on this. You know, I
got
a lot of.
Your dad's here, MJ.
Oh, what's up, Popeye, man?
Hey, Popeye, brother.
How you doing there, mijo?
Hey, what's up? What's up?
Yeah, they were a stage gunter, and you are right. I watched a documentary on it.
Yeah. Ivory jewelry. I don't know if that's legal to sell. If jewelry that's made out of ivory, I don't know if it's legal.
There's a bit of a red tape line now, isn't it? With
Actually,
stuff.
what the law is with that is if it's from before a certain date, a certain time period, then it's legal to own. But anything after that, if it's made after that date, and I don't know how you would date something like that, but
is when the ban come in, Mark, and anything after the ban, obviously.
Yeah, and I'm not sure how you would date it, but how you doing, Popeye?
I'm doing good, brother. How about yourself, man?
Just getting over a cold, mate. Fucking been laid up in bed for a couple of days, but
Yeah, I've been laid up in bed.
yeah, giving poor Crystal a hard time being a miserable bastard and grumpy.
Oh, I bet she looked after you, bro. Oh, nice, MJ. I like that, man.
Ah,
Yeah, you see that?
That's beautiful, that
American
is.
jewelry.
That is beautiful.
No, I've got that in a unit I just bought, man.
Nice.
What'd you do? Go to Tahoe?
This is what's made out of ivory, man.
Oh, that's the ivory piece there, is it?
Yeah, it's an ivory piece.
A lot of work
You know
and
what,
effort's gone into that.
I forgot what they call it. It's something scribble, or I can't think what they call it. But I'll tell you what's worth money is if you can get the old ivory, whale ivory that they used to carve, that the sailors used to carve.
Yeah.
I can't remember
Oh, yeah,
what.
I
had a few nice ivory pocket knife years ago. You know, like the pen knives made of
Like
ivory. I
I
had a few
got
of them.
this. I went to a person that I know that she knows a lot about this, and she goes, if I was selling this, I mean, she would be selling this for about $350. You know, it's real ivory. You know, it's that's what she said she would be selling that piece for. So
Is that catch-22 MJ in it? Because obviously, when you find something specialized, you've got to take it to someone who's gonna. They're not going to tell you what it's worth because they want it off you.
no,
cheaper,
you gotta go to maybe like a Native American jewelry dealer or stuff. Some people that deal in this type of stuff.
Yeah.
And or sometimes you can put it on consignment.
Oh right, yeah.
With them, and they take a percentage of whatever they sell it in their store.
That's pretty cool, then. It saves you the
Yeah,
effort, then, doesn't it?
But I mean, I got a few like websites I sell my stuff on, so yeah,
I bet it's a good little earner, isn't it? I bet it's a good little earner, mate, if you get the right lots.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it is. It is.
Yeah. What's the other people like there, MJ? Is it like the TV show? Do they all just like dive into the container, or is it pretty?
No, it's the same thing. You know, you're not allowed to go in the container. You just go. He yells out, you know, how much, whatever people are buying for. You look inside the unit, and that's it.
Do you run into the same people locally? Like, obviously, there's a lot of people who do the same.
But I used to sell the guy all the time that used to be on Storage Wars.
Oh right, yeah.
The guy, the auctioneer
the main
guy. I used to see him all the time. I used to see him all, but that was a long time ago. I haven't seen. I don't know if he.
What was his name? I'm trying to think what his name was now. You're on about the guy with the bald head, didn't you?
He had the wife. He had the wife with the big tits.
Yeah, that's the grey-haired guy.
That was it. Yeah.
The white,
Yeah.
very white.
But that guy's loaded, man. I don't even know. I mean, if I were him, I mean, he's loaded.
Wait a minute. Did somebody say big tits?
lost
Yeah,
his woke up. Big tits.
Remember the guy, the auctioneer on Storage Wars, his wife. She was a little bit of an oldie, but you know, she had big fake boobs.
Yeah, there's some good characters. I like the black guy that was always on there.
But don't get it wrong. I mean, a lot of these guys think, oh, I could do that, and I'm gonna getting all these crazy things, like all these weird things they find on there, or expensive things. It's not like
That's rare.
That's actually, from what I've been told, it's staged.
Yeah,
Those
yeah. I heard it was sort of like it was stores of stuff that people did find in, and then they've recreated it. That's what I was told.
Yeah.
So it has happened. Like a lot of the things that's happened on that show has happened in real life, but obviously not in front of your eyes.
I mean, does it happen all the time? I mean, does it happen? Yeah, but I mean, all the time and like no.
I like how they work out what's actually in there. Like they didn't have a quick glance, like a 30-second minute glance, but as they look around, they spot things that's going to give you a clue what else is in there, if you know what I mean.
Now, what I wanted to eventually get into, but you need big money though, is the storage container auctions.
Yeah.
When the storage containers, when they auction off the storage containers,
is that like at the docks? Yeah, the docks and that.
Yeah, when they're coming from different countries. Now those.
Yeah, you can have some bulk stuff in there.
A lot of money, but the thing is, though, you need to go and having like 20 grand.
I remember seeing one of the MJ. Remember they had like two Italian brothers on there. I think they were Italian, and they always had loads of money on them. And they bought this storage container, and I think they paid like $8,000. It's full up. It was like from China, but it's full up with fluffy animals. I mean, it's completely full up. Like it went worth no more than a grand. Like, but he was ripping them up. He was getting his hair right off with them. Like,
yeah, I mean, you're not gonna find those storage containers. You're not gonna get storage containers for like $1,000. It's just those things are expensive, you know. So, yeah. But they're hard to get into. You need to really be invited. You need to know people in order to, because those are kind of small.
It's like an inner circle,
yeah,
MJ.
Yeah, you imagine they got to recoup a lot of money for that.
Exactly.
Those fees for those big containers.
Storage and that. It's been sat there for 2 years, isn't it? The storage fees are massive. They got to claw back what they can.
You find a lot of those people have their own stores.
They get rid of it, Mark, can't they?
Well, they either have their own stores, or a lot of guys do, because like here in California, we have big swap meets. You know, we have big outdoor swap meets.
Yeah.
And people go to those, you know, in the droves.
Yeah, they're big over there, aren't they? You're pretty big.
Yeah, a lot of people sell at the swap meets. I used to do that. But I
Find some
first started
bargains there. We have car boots.
Yeah,
or
you
whatever, but you do
bargains.
find some
I mean,
bargains, man.
and you pay like
Yeah.
say you're just trying to sell stuff on like on a Saturday or Sunday, and I would pay like $50.
Yeah.
So I could sell there. You know what I mean? I pay like 50
It's worth
to
it. You'll get your money back, wouldn't you?
Yeah. Especially when you're in it's a big swap meet and there's thousands of people, going. Yeah, it's worth it. Yeah.
Yeah, well, I hear you, Gunner, but I'm guessing a lot of those guys already have stores. That's why they can go there and buy as many those containers as they can. Because
And they got
most
the
of that shit,
contacts, Mark, aren't they? They got the contacts to get rid of
just
certain
do it.
stuff.
and they know the value of shit. That would be the biggest killer, is knowing what you have and what the value of it is.
Yeah,
Ever
probably a lot
see
of,
one of them when they
beyond
had like
having,
go on, Lost.
no, and I was saying beyond them having stores, the internet these days, eBay and that kind of stuff. I bet you a lot of them are selling that shit like crazy.
Oh,
But
you
you know, a
can
lot
get
of
online now, can't you?
eBay, man, is kind of expensive though, man. I know a lot of people. A lot of people are getting away from eBay, man. It's just kind of expensive.
I don't
It's
know.
your
Different
fees, isn't
things
it,
I
MJ?
read.
It's your fees
They
on
very, well, yeah, they might be getting away from it, but man, people are still making shit tons of money. Well, not just on eBay, but just online in general from selling goods.
Like whenever I come up on jewelry and stuff like that, I sell it on Etsy.
I know a lady who sells. She goes around to like the antique, not the what the fuck are the flea markets.
Yeah,
And she buys old shoes and kind of like refurbishes them, kind of cleans them up and sells them on eBay, dude. She makes a good bit of money just doing that.
Yeah, I got a buddy who does
Lost. They
that.
love all that. Vintage
Sometimes like when I come up, I don't like to buy units that have furniture. I don't do furniture, man. I just don't. If I
It's
see
got to be hard to
units,
get rid of that MJ on it.
yeah, I
It's
just
got to
sound
be a
like
pain
fuck
in the ass.
that. It's a pain in the ass. But if I see if it has furniture, but also has a lot of good stuff, I'll buy it.
Yeah.
And I have a buddy who that's all he does is he refurbishes stuff he does woodworking and all that. So
Yeah, strips it up,
I'll give it
repaints
to
it.
him. I'll give it to him, and he gives me a little price for it, and he just does what he does with it. But
Oh, that's good doing that. Yeah, you got to work together, aren't you, to make your money.
Furniture is one of those things you really need it's a specialized market. You need a store to sell it from.
it's so hard. It's so hard to sell. I mean, furniture sucks to sell, man. That's why I don't like to deal with it.
And most of it's so cheaply made these days, you'll never make your money on it.
Even the old stuff, though, Mark, if you find something like antique-wise, it's always going to need work. So you've got to drop more money into it, haven't you?
But that's what I'm saying, is sometimes if it's antique, you don't have to drop the money on it, but you've got to know what you've got.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
You've got to have a bit of knowledge. And
I'll tell you what, I've going to Colombia and in some other countries, but just Colombia lately. They've got those old style like the antique shops, and I've been to a few of them. And the furniture they have in there, and a lot of this stuff you can tell they got out of these old churches and stuff. I'm talking good wood. Some of this shit is like mahogany, like these old beds.
Yeah,
I mean,
stuff.
Yeah, really good stuff. That would be great to sell in the USA. And I thought about, just buying a bunch of that shit, putting it in a shipping container, and bringing it back to the States and selling it. I know I could probably make some money off of it.
If you know what the local fashion trends are as well, especially with households, like what's everyone's after, and you find some of that stuff, you're laughing, aren't you?
Yeah, I would just need to make some connections to sell that kind of stuff. Or at least in this area. Go ahead.
If you dig up a dirty old expat, has it increased in value? Can you sell that and make money?
Bring it by yourself.
No, expat value is pretty low these days.
Right. Yeah, but I agree with you on the furniture thing. It is a very lucrative business. Finding old furniture and even refurbishing it and selling it is you can make some coin if you're patient.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have to know what you're doing. You have to know what you're doing and know what you're looking for. I mean, like Judy was saying, you need to have a good look at that container or unit and check what's in there. And usually, like he said, if you can see a few things in there, it gives you a rough idea of what the rest of the stuff's going to be like in there.
I like to see like the units. If there's like a lot of old dust, I like to pick it up, because that means that's just telling me somebody hasn't been in that unit in a long time.
Yeah, they've left it for a reason, haven't they? They knew he was making money every year. That's what he do it.
Yeah.
What you've done with the collectibles, though, MJ, that's probably the best way of doing it, with, like, especially with the figures, because you'll have people, there's collectors, and they'll pay whatever to get that one figure or whatever to finish their collection. That's where you make money.
Yeah. I met a woman one time. This is a long time ago, though. I was at an auction, and one time she bought a unit, and then she ran across, it was like, she said it was close to $30,000 cash.
Wow.
It was in a trash bag in a unit.
Damn. Jesus.
Yeah, you never know what people, man. You get one of those units that's been sitting for 20, 30 years, you might find a mattress stuffed with friggin' money from some old lady, you know, who didn't trust the banking system.
Actually, the best storage story I heard. So this guy got married to this lady, and he had this storage for forever, right? And he was like, you know, we got to make sure we pay my storage. He kept telling the lady, like, you know, I've got some real valuable old things in there or whatever. And these people have been married for, I don't know, 10, 20 years. Like, I forget the time frame. And this guy had always had this storage. And the lady's like, man, this guy's doing nothing with this. So she decided to cancel the reoccurring payment every month on the storage. And of course, it did, you know, it became one of those things that went to the auction, or however, I can't remember exactly how, you know, obviously wasn't paid for. They went to go clean it out. And apparently the guy had killed his old girlfriend or wife or whatever it was, and he finally got found out about it.
Oh, my God.
Shit.
Yeah.
Fucking hell.
Well, I've seen one the other day where this guy found this old sewing machine, the old Singer sewing machines, but where the Singer sewing machine is in a desk and it pops up in the middle there. How you doing, Roberto? And he didn't think much of his shit, it's only worth $150 or whatever. But when he opened up the drawers, it must have been grandma's, had all these little silver containers, and there was about 3 or 4 of them, and they were worth from like $300 to $1,000 each.
That's a lot of money, isn't it?
Yeah, so it's amazing what you find in the things.
There was the woman that was on Storage Wars. They had showed her for a few. She was like this Mexican woman. She was on Storage Wars. She was like a dark skinned lady. Yeah. Well, anyway, she made her money. She was in it for. She was doing it, and then she was in Newport Beach, and then she ran across a unit. She paid like $1,000 for, and it ended up being Paris Hilton, like a storage locker that Paris Hilton had, and she had like a bunch of expensive jewelry. Like she sold it for like over $1 million.
Jeez,
it was like $1 million. Yeah, it was like millions of dollars worth of jewelry.
Sometimes you get lucky, man.
Yeah, sometimes you get lucky. Yeah.
Man, the torpedoes. Roberto's here.
You know whose storage unit I'd like to rummage through?
Oh.
This is not a dirty joke.
Are you sure?
I would love to rummage through one of Fazio's storage units.
He's a hoarder. He seems like a hoarder.
Dude, watch his live stream if you can't see that he's a hoarder. Okay.
Yeah. I don't know. Did y'all ever see his? Did y'all see his really old videos before he ever went to the Philippines and he'd walk around his property?
Yeah.
If that guy wasn't a hoarder, I don't know what you would call a hoarder then.
Now, I'm not insulting the guy. I hope I don't fucking upset or offend anybody. I'm just telling you what I see. So don't
You're safe, Papa.
get
You're
their
safe
balls in an uproar. You know?
Well, I heard you got. Is it? I know when I just popped on Thunder, it just started, and I heard you got attacked, Popeye.
I got attacked.
Yeah, Thunder said you were getting attacked.
He got shit put on him for fucking book for.
Yeah, there wasn't no need for it, to be honest.
No,
he said nothing wrong.
Someone accused him of being offensive, and I listened to the stream, and he wasn't offensive at all.
Yeah,
No,
I didn't say anything back to him because it was his birthday, and I didn't want to ruin his birthday. But evidently, I already did because I talked about sex. You know,
like you said, Papa, you didn't say nothing wrong all stream, mate. At the end of the day, if someone had their head up their ass, that's down to them. That ain't your problem, mate.
I had a good conversation with Heidi Lisa and I Cordelia, and they enjoyed the conversation. But evidently,
Hold on, wait a minute. Y'all talk about sex on this channel?
no, that's on RC Dre's channel.
No, I mean here. Do y'all talk about sex here?
Yeah, all the time.
Oh, that's it. I'm out of here.
So lost.
Sick and tired of this.
Sex.
Oh, gay.
Stick around.
Oh, gay sex. Okay,
around, brother.
Okay, all right. Wait,
Okay.
I'll hang out. I'll hang out. BT's a lot of those stories.
So who attacked you? Pop? Who attacked
We
you?
had
Pop?
just an honest conversation, man. It wasn't anything graphic or anything like that. It's just like once in a while a white knight pops up, you know, fucking screams moral turpitude, you know.
Yeah,
There wasn't no need for it, no, Popeye. Like the two ladies that were on the chat were both Filipinos. They didn't take offense to any of it. No one in the chat box, no one took offense to it.
Yeah,
Apart from one person. So
Well, who
I
is this
figured-
guy?
if any of you guys took offense to it, you would say, "Hey, Popeye, stop."
you knows I would, Popeye. You knows, you know what I mean? It's my show
Well, they-
today, but I
there you
didn't say
go.
nothing there.
Heidi
Can we put
said
the
it.
guy's name? Can we put the not guy's name on there so we could kind of embarrass the fuck out of him for acting like that?
No.
I can't, because he's a good friend, MJ.
Wait. That's how the real world works. Say some stupid shit, and then you get embarrassed for saying stupid. Isn't that how the world works?
Heidi just said it all. Me and Lucy enjoyed it. It was real talk. So
Exactly, Hyde. Yeah, you had
Well,
fun.
MJ,
Everyone
did-
else had fun.
MJ, do you like to stoop to other people's level? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
What kind of wacko world do we live in? I swear he feels like a fucking
I mean,
mum.
fuck.
No, I can understand, and if you're going to be a white knight, have a reason for being a white knight at the end of the day. Like if you've got a reason
No,
of doing
I
it,
mean,
there wasn't no reason last night. There was no reason at all to do
I
it.
mean,
to be honest.
if we can't criticize, what's YouTube for? If we can't criticize, what the fuck?
Exactly, MJ. Exactly.
See?
Everyone's got their own opinions, aren't they? And nothing was said
Mhm, see
offensive
that?
anyway.
Yeah.
You just
I
need
mean,
to
there's not a day that goes by that I don't criticize this brown little Jew we got in the fucking.
Yeah, you loves him really, Popeye. You've got a lot of love for MJ. We know.
I mean, shit. At least he could take it. He's a fucking man. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It don't hurt me. It don't hurt me. But,
yeah, it was uncalled for.
Hey Popeye, can you
Yeah.
do a kill for me?
Have I got a what?
Can you
Do
do
a
a
kiwi?
kill for me? A kiwi. Kiwi, man. Come on, what the fuck? What
It's
the
a kiwi, Popeye.
fuck? Well,
I'm having trouble understanding you, Andy.
Get a translation book out.
I had trouble there at the beginning, but he wants you to do a cooey.
Oh,
I got to fucking help me on my fucking way down on the 70s.
in my
That's Andy's battle cry, that
my
is.
chair, man.
Sorry, fucking, yeah.
You're an excitable fella, Andy.
That's what we
Very
love him.
excitable, man. Man, I've been sinking ships left and right. You assholes got me hooked on that friggin' game.
He loves it. Popeye is addicted now.
I
Seriously,
want to beat you with a bloody end of a stick, man. I'm telling you. For Christ's sake.
Hey, can you be part of Nazi Germany on that game?
I don't
Yeah, well,
think
they got German ships there, MJ. If you really want to be a Nazi, you can, I guess, call
Is the
yourself a
flag
Nazi.
on there?
and-
No, do they got like the Nazi emblem on them or what?
Yeah, I was going to say, is the flags on there as well?
Oh, no, they're German.
Oh, I was going to say.
Yeah. I got the I got all American fleet, man.
Yeah, I got British, French, German, Russian. No, British, French, Russian, and American.
I'm
Those
after the American battleships. That's what I want.
Yeah, those little light cruisers, they're hard to fucking catch and fucking sink, man.
Oh no, you're talking about the destroyers. The destroyers are hard.
Yeah, destroyers, yeah.
Yeah, I hate them.
Destroyers, man. That's like trying to fucking get a mosquito, man.
But I tell you what, if you're in a battleship and you get a shot on one shot, even some of the cruisers, one shot, and they're gone.
I
Did
don't
you,
know. My cruiser doesn't do that. I run the Chester all the time.
Popeye, did someone from your side torpedo you the other day?
Yeah.
Yeah, fucking I know it was.
Who was
Fuck. Friggin'. He said, Popeye's in the battle with us.
Who was it that torpedoed him?
Got me concerned. Got me concerned.
So on that game,
I wouldn't do a thing like that, but we know who would do a thing like that.
hey, on that game, can you torpedo or hit your own teammate?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you pay a penalty.
You get a penalty for it though.
No, but
Yeah,
oh,
what
but
did you
get
say,
some,
Mark?
right?
You said something about
Will they get
it does
some?
damage you on it. So you go pink or something? Someone said.
Yeah, first off you'll go pink, and then if you do it a second time, you'll take the damage yourself. The damage bounces back to you.
Yeah,
Citizens,
I mean, even if you're on my side, I could send you an HE round and blow your ass up, you know? No fucking problem. But I personally like to use the AP, the armor piercing rounds. Okay.
to the person concerned, do you want me to dob you in? I'm not usually a dobber, but in this case, I feel like I fucking could be justified.
Well, you know, it is what it is. I mean, if he pulled the fucking trigger, if he did it facetiously, I'll get him back sooner or later. I wrote his name down.
I wasn't in the battle, but fucking, like I said, I was talking to the person I heard from a friend of a friend.
Yeah, I'm like, I looked at it and I said, who's the cunt that did that to me? Oops, I said a bad word. You know, I enjoy the game. It's fun. I'll use the Chester and I'll just fucking, I'll rev it up, turn it to the side. When it detects shit, man, that thing's got a range on it for its guns. And I'll just sit out there and blow the shit out of all these motherfuckers.
When you play against people, the best way to go is head on, because there's a certain amount of chance if you're on an angle that the shells will bounce off your ship. If you broadside, that's when you're susceptible to taking critical hits.
Well, see, I go broadside because what I like is I'm firing like 5 turrets at one time.
Yeah.
And so, like, 5 shells, when 5 shells hit your ship, you're kind of like in a world of shit.
It's,
you're pretty much that happens. You're pretty much
I don't know what tier the Chester is, but I still use
it's a tier 3.
I still like the Black Swan. I like the Black Swan.
Chester's a tier 2. The Bogan thing's better than the fucking. It's got a better range on it than the fucking Black Swan.
Yeah, and if you take the Chester and you go like at a fourth of a speed, like that, or even half speed, you can turn your shit broadside fire and then ease back in and point your nose at them so they have less to fire at. These are simple tactics of NGFS, Naval Gunfire Warfare.
I find that going head on and changing direction messes up their shot a lot.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, if you rush them, and change your angles, it's
Yeah,
a
it's
couple
like-
of seconds, isn't it?
It's like trying to hit a mountain.
Goodbye. Gotta
It's
go
like
do
trying to hit a mountain Jew. You just can't do it because it's always moving.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's all kinds of tactics, and then you got the islands you can use for cover and stuff like
Yep.
that. You know, and to me, it kind of reminds me of when I did NGFS off the coast of Catalina when I was with the Ogden in California. We used to go off the coast of Catalina, and they would give us targets to shoot at, and our range of our guns was like 2,500 yards.
I'll give
Hey, those
I'll
are
give you a hint here, Popeye. If you get to hit a ship a ship on its broadside, always aim for around the water level mark.
Oh yeah,
Because
definitely.
that's when you get what they call the citadel, and you'll get a critical hit on them.
Yeah, I like to. I also like to put them motherfuckers on fire. When they start burning, that's when I dance.
I also
Yeah.
got told too, when your ship starts burning, not to use the repair crew straight away.
Yeah, I've
Well,
gotten pretty
wait
good
for a
with the Chester. I've gotten. I think in the past few games I've played, I've sunk like 5 ships.
Yeah, that over there in Catalina, Papa, there's actually they got an underground UFO base over there in
Yeah,
the water.
I heard that shit too, man.
Yeah.
That's
That
it.
shit too. And
They actually-
yeah, Thunder, I made Lieutenant Commander this morning.
Well done,
Yeah,
Popeye. Congratulations, brother.
Yeah, I got one of those too.
Hey, MJ, have you actually looked at the, going to that underwater UFO base thing? Have you seen the Google images of that? How weird it actually does look, though.
Yeah, well, they had a show on it, right? And they were going across like areas of where, because I guess it was back in the early 90s, thousands of people called in and they saw aircraft leaving from underneath Catalina water, and they were just flying into fucking space. They were just shooting from
MJ,
say again.
the FA-18 Super Hornets off the Nimitz, those Tic Tac UFOs that they seen, they said the same thing. They came in and out of the water.
Yeah,
I remember that. Yeah, I remember
well,
reading the report.
they were showing footage of the water, and then all of a sudden these rings and these vibrations were coming up from under. Like it would show impressions of rings on the water, and they don't know where it's coming from. It was just
Well, it
vibration.
sounds like the local inhabitants of the island of Catalina have been eating the mushrooms there.
No, well,
Eating the mushroom.
the thing is, Popeye, that the US Navy now have released footage from the FA-18 Super Hornets off the Nimitz that actually.
Yeah, but you gotta understand, this is California we're talking about, okay?
Yeah, a lot of drugs in Cali.
Let's get a little serious here, okay?
Well, we know more about some planets in space than we do our own water. I mean,
True. Yeah, you're true,
Yeah,
there, MJ. We
we know
haven't
nothing.
discovered anything about our waters, to be honest. We didn't.
yeah, we know nothing of what's really down underneath. I mean, in the deepest depths, we don't know.
We've sonared pretty much the entire ocean. We've mapped it out.
No, we haven't. We haven't.
It goes really deep, though, doesn't it?
We haven't got anywhere near the bottom of the Mariana Trench.
Yeah.
No. I mean, we haven't. No, I mean, as far as like actually like a human going down there, or even different types of equipment or whatever. But we have sonared it. We know the actual depth of it, for example.
We don't know what's down there, though, do we? We know where the floor is on most parts, but
I don't think we've got even the equipment at the moment to hit the deepest parts of the ocean. To be honest, I think the pressures are too great.
well, so it's like bigger than the biggest mountain ranges in the world, isn't it? Like
The
ocean, some
largest
parts of
mountain,
it.
the largest
Yeah.
mountain in the world is underwater. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But it's kind of funny. I mean, Andy's talked about this before, how we exploring space, yet we still haven't explored our oceans to the fullest yet.
I mean, we're looking at danger coming from space. You don't know it might come from the water. You never know.
We like to
Yeah.
make shit up. That's what I'm surprised we haven't made shit up about the ocean.
Yeah, you don't hear a lot about the ocean in that way, do you?
Yeah, that's what that whole movie was about. With the big robots, what was the Pacific Rim? Yeah,
Yeah.
that came from.
Yeah, that was it.
Mariana Trench.
Yeah, they come from the
A
trench.
big chunk of
Like
the
that, I could film that was.
big iceberg of was like 6 million tons or something of is fucking broken off the Antarctica
Yeah.
in the last couple of days. But fucking never gonna, it's not gonna have that much. It's gonna take a while to melt and shit like that. It's probably, it's like.
But what they don't tell you is for what does break off and melt, something else is freezing up somewhere else. So, I mean, people we fear put this fear of God into people about climate change, and that when the bottom line is climate change has been a natural process for fucking billions of years on this planet. That's why we've had like 3 or 4 ice ages,
Yeah,
the
like
planet will look after itself, Mark. At the end of the day,
It's-
I mean, it don't
it's
matter
what-
who's living on it.
I think it's total BS because they say, well, our data shows that our Earth is getting warmer and whoop-de-whoop, but what people seem to forget is Earth is billions of years old, but yet our data is only hundreds of years old.
Exactly.
I mean, we could only go back so far.
Exactly. And you, MJ, you make a good point, because you know what else? Hundreds of years ago, when they were taking data, none of their equipment was that reliable anyway.
Yeah, none of it was adequate, wasn't it, back then?
That's
I
right.
mean, and being as old as Earth is, I mean, 10,000 years could be one cycle. You know what I mean? Because Earth is so old. I mean, one cycle could be thousands of years of just the Earth getting hotter and hotter and hotter. It just that's my thinking about it. Is it's just a process that Earth goes through. You know, cycles. You know, the Earth goes through cycles.
Yeah.
Well, yeah,
It's
but
survival out us.
what they're talking about, naturally, there's natural climate change, you know, from the sun. I mean, the sun obviously is our biggest change. I mean, a big solar flare can, you know, change temperatures on the Earth. What they want to say it is, let's not forget, is that man is causing the change in the climate.
No,
Yeah, but
actually,
by
I just
how
put a
much,
link in there. This guy here, Tony Heller, have a look what he's got to say, because he uses the same figures that these guys are using, but what he tells you is that these scientists are using the figures from a certain time. They don't actually use the full spread of the data, so they're not giving you true facts. It's like statistics. Statistics can say whatever you want, and they're
Yeah, you're
messing with
picking and
those
choosing, aren't
statistics.
you?
That's
Yeah.
right.
Actually, I found a fucking astrophysics I like recently.
But I seen a scientist the other day. He was a physicist who said what we put in there is so minute, it's ridiculous.
Yeah.
You know, our effect on the planet isn't anywhere near what these people are. The fact is, climate change came in because people seen it as a way of making money.
Yeah, exactly. That's what it's all about. It's fear, isn't it? It's fear.
Just find it. He went offline. Fucking hell, Gunner. Oh, sorry. Sorry, I was.
I think Roberto put his ID in there too, Andy. I don't know if you've added him or not.
Wanted into the division, but he went offline, so I don't know what's going on.
Roberto might be at work, mate.
All right.
Oh, to say it again though for everybody, Popeye. Friday evening, USA time, we are going to try to get everybody here that's playing the World of Warships to get on and all get together and.
Oh, are you going to be playing there, Lots?
I mean,
I haven't played for like a week or two because I've just been busy with work and family and all the other things we got going on. But yeah, must be what?
You must be
Friday.
Yeah, I am a little bit because I've enjoyed the time I played with both Andy and Gunner. So having even more of us, not beyond the gameplay of it, also shooting the shit with each other is also entertaining.
I like it. It's an entertaining game. Draws me back to the days of yesteryear. And, speaking of making money, you're talking about how they're making money off this climate change. It's just like guys like Dewey and Al Sharpton, they're making money off the racism. Same thing.
No.
Yeah, well, what's it, the carbon credit thing? There was a bit of a scam in Europe. They lost billions was ripped off of that.
Yeah.
Hey, you know what? There's a very good series. Just to let you guys know, there's a very good series that's on right now. It's what is it? It's about Bumpy Johnson in Harlem. Forrest Whitaker's in it. So, I was just watching it. The Mob of Harlem, or the it's about. Remember? Have you seen?
Put it out.
Let me look. Get the name. I think it's like The Sopranos, man. It's a good series.
Are you talking The Irishman?
No, this is about the blacks and the bump. Remember that movie that Denzel Washington played? He was a big time drug dealer. He was.
Oh, was that American?
No,
It's about-
Another one.
It's
American
about
Made?
his boss. It's about his boss, Bumpy Johnson.
Who was that? Was
It's
that
the,
American Made, MJ?
It's that black guy who's got the funny eye that plays that part.
Yeah,
Who's
Forrest
that?
Whitaker plays the part.
Oh, Forrest
The guy-
Whitaker. Yeah, I like him. He's a good actor. He is.
Yeah,
Is it a TV show or a movie?
No, it's a show.
Yeah,
Okay.
series.
It's
Yeah.
on
Series,
Netflix.
okay.
did you know Forrest Whitaker played in that movie, The Crying Game? And in that movie, he had a very special girl.
That was him in the shower, wasn't it, Popeye? Good CGI that was.
I watched I've
It's
followed
called It's called
I'm
The
what-
Godfather of Harlem. Godfather of Harlem.
That's it. Godfather of Harlem.
Yeah.
Have you
It's a
seen
good
that new?
show.
Have you seen that new Rambo yet, Mark?
Which one?
The new Rambo, the last one.
No, my son's seen it. He didn't mind it. He said it's the most violent film he's ever
It was
seen.
is proper violent, mate. I fucking loved it. What finish to this the series, amazing.
And that's what my son said. He said it's the most violent one that's he's seen made.
If you like the man traps in the first one, if you like that sort of shit, you're gonna love this one. There's some fucking evil traps in this one, trust me.
Ain't nothing like, a popcorn and a Coke and a good violent movie.
Damn right, Popeye.
Holy shit! Yeah, Luke, my son's seen it. He loved it.
Yeah, if you like action films, go and watch it, man. It's awesome.
And
Absolutely.
now
awesome.
he wants to see this the Joker.
The what?
The new Joker
joke.
film.
The Joker.
Yeah, that's getting quite well. It's getting real good reviews, but it's also getting like bad press too for I guess how violent this movie
Very
actually
dark.
is.
Yeah,
supposed to be
it's
very
not your
dark.
normal. The problem
Very
is, I
dark.
really like the last guy who played the Joker. I thought he'd done an amazing role, so it's going to be hard to beat him, to be honest.
Keith Ledger.
Yeah,
You
You know
loses.
he lost 42 pounds to get for that role?
Yeah.
And now he's got health problems because he did that.
What movie are we talking about here?
The Joker.
The new one. The
What's
new
that
Joker.
about? I don't even know what that is.
You know, like the Batman baddie Joker is like starting from. It's people can't really work out what's going on because it's like a side story more than anything else.
I like
But
Jack
yeah.
Nicholson. I like Jack Nicholson when he played the Joker.
He was good. Yeah, I enjoyed him. He was
You
good. I
have
like
to
that
forgive-
Batman period.
You have to forgive Mountain Dew. He ain't got one scintilla of geek in him.
Yeah, dude, man. I'm a Star Wars guy, man.
Yeah, he
Everything.
knows his DC and his
I just,
Marvel.
I just like Jack Nicholson when he played the Joker, man.
Oh,
Yeah.
come on. You were born when Star Wars come out.
No, I wasn't even born yet.
No, I
even
wasn't born there either, MJ. What was that? 70? When did that come out?
70,
like, like
78?
77? 77?
Yeah, I was
78.
only 2 then. I watched Empire Strikes Back at the
Yeah,
cinema when I was young.
77.
I was at 81 or 82. I went and watched that.
Yeah, that's what made a great impression on me. Actually, my parents took me for the first Star Wars movie. I don't remember that; I was too young. But The Empire Strikes Back is like one of my most memorable movies, which is why I'm a big, huge Star Wars nerd.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
stays
no.
with you, Lost, doesn't it? I think it stays with you
I-
because
I
there
was-
was nothing else like that back then, was there? Like with the
No, I
CGI
was
and all that.
rooting for Darth Vader all the way, man.
A lot of people were Popeye. A lot of people like the dark
He's
side.
like the best He's like the best villain ever.
Yeah,
When's the new movie
everyone
coming
knows you,
out?
Darth Vader.
When's the
The
new
guy
movie?
that-
December
God.
19th.
The guy that played Chewbacca just died recently, I reckon.
Yeah.
Yeah, Peter Mayhew.
That was it. Yeah,
7'2" or something he was.
yeah.
Do you guys read the books though, Lost or Papa? You guys read the Star Wars books actually before they come out?
Actually,
No, they didn't.
the Star Wars books are much more in depth.
Yeah.
And they're
More
not
detail in that.
Yeah, I get
Yeah.
lost in them. I try reading them for a while, and I'm like, dude, this is so much information.
Well, we got to. Well, actually, the books I've read them many times, even though they do have more information. George Lucas actually wrote the screen for the book from the screenplay itself, versus usually someone
I
writing a
wish,
book and then getting a
when-
screenplay.
When they made the second 3, I wish they'd actually redone the first 3 with the technology they have now.
I didn't like the second lot, Mark. To be honest, like that's my pet hate.
Well,
Star Wars.
technically, he kind of did.
Three.
He did the special editions or whatever, and added all the stuff. Yeah.
They did the remaster of it. They
added a few scenes in as well, didn't they? The Jabba scene.
Yeah,
and
they
all that.
redid the first three.
Yeah.
I'm more of a Star Trek fan.
Yeah.
Star Trek.
Yeah.
I never get into Star Trek. Bored the shit out of me, man. I never.
I like the films. I like the Star Trek films, but I never was into the series, to be honest.
The series Star Trek is better.
Star Wars is believable, but that Star
No,
Trek.
hang on, MJ. What came out of Star Trek, and we're talking like late 60s or mid 60s, late 60s. A lot of the stuff they had in Star Trek is what we got these days. You know, the talking into a little handheld device and shit. Like now we've got mobile phones and doors that open themselves. A lot of that stuff from Star Trek became,
reality. Yeah, it did, didn't it?
It did, yeah.
A lot of technology in that. You're right.
I'm
still waiting for a lightsaber, Mark. I'm still waiting for a fucking lightsaber to come out.
We got them. They're called a torch.
Torch, that was it.
But I tell you, the latest Star Trek movies is like they're fucking it up with all this politically correct shit.
Yeah, you are right there, Popeye. You are right. Yeah.
You know what? I just watched I just watched an awesome show, and I recommend it. One called Carnival Row. It's kind of it's like a completely made up world, but it's kind of supposedly set in like the early industrial type age, and there's they call them the Fae. It's like the creature. Yeah, it's kind of they have creatures that lived on like this other continent or whatever. Really good show, but the amount of like political. The way they made, the Fae people were obviously discriminated against. Just some of the stuff they did there was like, they just kind of beat you over the head with it a little bit. But a very great series if you're into that kind of fantasy type stuff.
I mean, when I watch a Star Trek movie, I want to see Lieutenant Uhura bent over the communication.
Beam me up, Scotty.
And, taking it hard, and Captain, I'm giving her all she's got.
You're gonna have to go to porno for that one, buddy.
I like that Popeye. I know you like the films. You do that on that TED 2 when he meets Flash Gordon. That's still my favorite bit.
I just never been able to get it.
So amazing that film.
I think because maybe that was a show or something, and Star Wars wasn't. Star Trek had show, but Star Wars.
I tell you what. David, that guy that played Flash Gordon, he still looks pretty good for his age,
he's
man.
He's buff, isn't he? Yeah, he's built still, to be fair.
Yeah.
It's when he's arguing with the guy, like, the next door neighbor, and he just grabs him through the wall. Like, that's the best part of that film. Amazing. I love the Teds.
Yeah, they were funny. I know that Andy wasn't a big fan of it, but I enjoyed Paul. I thought that was hilarious.
I thought that was brilliant as well. I loved these two actors, the English ones. They're amazing. Simon Pegg's amazing.
Oh, the guy that plays Scotty now, I really like him, man. He's fucking hilarious.
They did a great job. You know the guy that in the new series, the guy who played Chekhov, he died.
Yeah,
that was it. Yeah,
I think it was a car accident or something.
Yeah, he was in his garage, apparently working on his car or something, and it rolled back and like crushed him.
Oh,
damn.
He had a great Chekhov down pat.
What didn't I fucking like? What didn't I like?
Paul, the film.
I thought you were talking about that evil bitch of the fucking Star Trek show. The one that, the Prime Directive. Let's not fucking destroy this thing and we can be lost in the Delta Quadrant. No, we can't do that. Blah, 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 blah. And then she breaks that fucking Star Trek directive every single fucking possible moment she could.
Well, tell us how you really feel, Andy.
Yeah, don't hold back, Anne. Tell us, mate. Tell us. That directive's got Andy. He's definitely got Andy.
Janeway Voyager.
Sci-fi movie. What was it? Did you
tell me how I feel. Really.
Prometheus. Did you guys ever watch?
If I gave it a second go, it might be better. I mean, I watched one of his shows, Simon Pegg's shows, and I watched it the first time. I thought, what's a load of crap? And the second time, I thought, no, not too bad. So maybe I'll just give Paul another go. You know.
Well, isn't Jane?
What's
What's her name? The captain of the Voyager.
Janeway.
Janeway, yeah.
J-Way, yeah.
The mama son of the Star Trek series there.
she's a fucking witch. The best part.
I don't know. I know. Seven of Nine is like
The best
girl
part of
Jerry
that-
Ryan. 7 of 9. Woo,
The best part of that show, she was fucking hot as.
What was,
She
that,
was-
what, was that, what was that film called, Lost? The spoof one. It was like based on Star Trek, somewhat Quest.
Galaxy's Edge or something.
Galaxy
Galaxy
Quest.
Quest. That's the film that gets me. I love that
Galaxy
film.
Quest, yeah.
Oh, I like that Galaxy Quest. That's
Yeah.
pretty hilarious. I like
That rock monster, when he beams him into the room, that massive rock monster, he just destroys everyone. Like,
Yeah, that was
great film.
I am Groot.
Guardians of the
Groot.
Galaxy is a brilliant movie.
I love Marvel. I absolutely love Marvel. They can't do no wrong in my eyes, even with Disney behind them now.
Yeah.
That had me
Okay.
laughing. Both number 1 and 2. So I'll be curious to see how they go with number 3 for Guardians of the Galaxy, because that was they were good movies.
Yeah, they play off against each other well, don't they? The characters. I like Strax. Strax is
Drax.
amazing.
Yeah, don't worry about it. It goes over his head.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
I've got great agility. Nothing will get over me.
it.
But who was it? Bradley. The guy that does it.
Does the voice
Bradley
of
Cooper, yeah.
Raccoon.
Yeah, the raccoon. That was hilarious.
Did you guys ever like the Alien movies?
Oh, I love them. Yeah, I love them.
Couple I
Ripley Scott.
liked, but then I
They were-
lost interest.
What do you think of the
They
newer
were-
ones, Stu? What did you think of the?
Prometheus?
Yeah, a lot of people didn't like them, did they? I liked it because it
No.
had
I
actually a
like that.
story.
I like the first one. I did not like that second one.
That's what I've heard a lot of people say. Lost the second one they didn't like.
I
What
kind
second?
of enjoyed the first one, but
Some
that
Just
second,
didn't have a sequel.
I like the shaped
Yeah,
origin of how the
only
aliens come
small.
about. I like that side of
Uh,
it, but
See, I thought Prometheus didn't answer. It gave you more questions than answers. It didn't make sense in some parts.
yeah, you're right there. Yeah,
You know, why create?
oh, well,
it?
yeah. I mean, it didn't give a lot of. It didn't give answers as far as the Alien movies go. But
How many Prometheus movies are there? There's only one, right?
two.
just two.
I can't remember what the second one's called. Begins with a C. I can't remember what it is now.
Yeah,
Covenant,
the second
Covenant or something like
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
what-
it. Yeah.
I want to do a
What's it called?
spoiler alert.
that. Alien Covenant, I think.
Yeah, Covenant. That's it. Yeah. It's
Alien
basically it's
Covenant.
set after when they go off with the ship, like David. He gets his head cut off. The robot, the android. Him and
Yeah,
the girl.
yeah.
They survive, don't they? They crash land on another planet, and that's where it continues from. It does tie in.
Well, it goes back to the home planet of those aliens.
That's it. Yeah.
Yeah. I thought it was a
Yeah.
good. I thought Prometheus was a good movie. I liked it.
I enjoyed it. I thought it was good. I love Aliens. I love the whole story of Aliens. To be honest, I think they ruined it when they had the Aliens versus Predator series.
No,
come out.
see, I reckon that was the best part of it, was watching predators kill those fucking ugly things.
I liked it because they had that in the comics years ago, like bring
Well,
them
yeah,
together.
they had the action of it was okay, but the story was just absolutely atrocious.
Yeah.
No,
The
I
last
was-
one was
I was-
all right. Do you like last one, Mark? The
Yeah.
Predators?
Yeah,
That wasn't
bro.
too bad. Yeah, I thought that was pretty good.
Yeah, I thought I enjoyed it too. What was the? I didn't care much for actually the last one where the what was that
The
one actually
sniper.
called?
Is that the one with the sniper?
Where they
and
had
his kid, like,
the giant predator, yeah, the guy with the kid and
Yeah, enemy
Yeah.
of
in the
my
finding the
enemy.
little device.
They released
that one.
the other predator to attack the bigger one.
The only thing I like
Yeah.
about that film, Lost, I ain't going to give it away because people ain't watched it, is the ending. Can you remember the ending? What happens in the end? That sets the next film up pretty cool.
Yeah, I
think.
mean the ending wasn't that good. No, just the way they made the well, I guess it will be a spoiler if you ain't seen it. The way they made the division of the actual predator species. They've got like this one group of predators that are kind of against the other group. Obviously, even though they didn't get into the political aspects of it, they tried to kind of get a little political with how the predator species are. There's
Yeah,
two
the
different factions
yeah, there's
fighting.
different types in there. Like there's the hunters in that.
Yeah, those predators got those big foreheads, man. Fuck.
Yeah. I like on number 2. You know the one when he was in the freezer factory in the American one, like when he gets his spaceship and you could see that they've travelled through time. He gives him that samurai
Danny
sword. Doesn't he?
Glover.
Danny Glover was brilliant in that. Absolutely brilliant.
At the end, he gives him the old flintlock pistol.
So it proves that they've been travelling through time for years and years. Like I like how it all ties up.
Yeah,
you won't beat the original Happy. You won't beat the original Predator. Like that was a proper horror film. The original
And it also
Predator.
the new one just didn't advance the story at all because the Predators movie basically told you everything that the other than the factions. It told you that they were genetically trying to manipulate themselves to become better warriors, that kind of stuff. So there was like nothing new. I mean, it just didn't advance the story at all, which was disappointing.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, it's the same as me looking at Prometheus and thinking, hey, I didn't like it because it didn't answer enough questions. I guess you got to look at some of these movies as just being entertainment value.
Yeah, you ain't got to read too. Thing is, it's got a rich history, though, Mark.
Yeah,
There's a big following.
John Wick, for example, is a movie you're not there for the story. You know what I mean?
I like,
and that movie is freaking
Oh, they're
brilliant.
just amazing. Anything he does is amazing.
John Wick is awesome.
Such a brilliant film. The first one's just outstanding. It's a masterpiece. That first one.
Yeah, Happy. I agree with you. I think Prometheus was confusing. And it didn't. You know, why did they want to kill and destroy the people they create? And it left more questions than it answered anyway. Yeah, John Wick was brilliant, Happy. How you doing, Don? See?
I gotta ask you, Thunder. Monday night, did you celebrate?
27-3, buddy. We're back.
We're back, baby.
And,
do you realize who you played, though?
Yeah. Look, it's just. I've been watching 2 programs. One is America's Game and Football's Life, and it goes through the history of the NFL and players and that. It's been brilliant.
You know what was? I thought it was a good movie, and they never made a. I thought they were gonna make a second one. Was The Colony? Did you guys ever see that movie?
Yeah, that was a good film.
That was a good movie. I thought.
Which one, MJ?
Yeah, what movies?
Which one was in it?
What movie, MJ?
It was called The Colony.
The Colony.
With Morpheus. I can't think of it. Lawrence, whatever.
Lawrence Fishburne. That was it.
Yeah, he was in it. That was.
I actually started watching that, and never finished it, so I can't comment on it enough.
That's a good movie, man. Good movie, but they never. I thought they were going to make a sequel, and they never did.
What did you think of that? The remake of the Blade Runner, Joe? Did you see that?
I don't watch.
Oh, the second one. I enjoyed it personally.
I never.
Did you think it was better than the first one, Lost, or not?
I would not say it's better than the first one. You know, it's hard to beat original. I mean, it's a continuation. It's not a remake for starters.
Yeah. It was good that they had the technology to make the world look better than obviously they did in the 80s, didn't they? That was a good thing about it.
Yeah, but they didn't veer too far off course, which I like. They still kind of kept it within, the universe a little bit. They didn't get too crazy with it.
I like that he brought Harrison Ford back into it. That was pretty cool. He brought Harrison.
I tend not to like remakes too much. I mean, like Total Recall. They destroyed Total Recall.
They fucked that right up.
Horrible
they fucked
movie.
that film right up. Man.
Total Recall was horrible.
Yeah.
But they had 2 of the, in my opinion, 2 of the hottest actresses in that movie, Kate Beckinsale and Jessica Biel. Ooh,
I like
Kate Beckinsale, man.
chick that was in Total Recall, the Mexican girl. What's her name?
Oh, she was hot. She was.
The one that the one
his wife in it.
Well, you don't know her name, Lost? You know what I'm talking about?
No, his wife was Kate Beckinsale.
She's a Puerto Rican chick. The one in
he had another girl in it, didn't he? If you remember, one of them was like his wife. That it wasn't really his
no,
wife.
You're talking. Are you talking about Blade Runner?
Oh no, sorry. Total Recall, the original one.
The original one
with Arnie.
Oh, the original Total Recall was of course Sarah. Yeah, I know who you're talking about. I can't think of her name, but the other lady was she's famous for the beaver scene across the legs in that movie. Sharon Stone.
Sharon Stone. Yeah, that was it. I like the bit when he tosses the head when he got like outfit on, and he throws a head, and that guard catches it. Get ready for a surprise!
Yeah.
Brilliant. The comedy in A films were brilliant.
I'm gonna look her name up, man. She was.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about. She was a little hottie though.
Oh, I forgot about that Gunter. Yeah, the free boob lady in Puerto Rico. Remember her now?
Yeah. I wish I had 3 hands.
That's it. Yeah.
Well, that was the guy in Paul was doing those the comics, and he put a 3-boob girl in his comics. And
That
they
was
all
it. Yeah.
loved it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and of course in the
it's
new one they did the 3 boob girl too. I'm pretty sure, didn't they?
It's Rachel. She's from New York though. She's a Rican, man. She's from
She's
the
in quite a
Bronx.
bit, wasn't she, MJ? She's been in quite a few
What
films,
was
hasn't
her
she?
name?
Rachel Ticotin.
That's it. That wasn't her
I
in
don't
Running
really
Man as
remember.
well, was it? That wasn't the same girl that is in Running Man.
No, I don't think that was the same one from Running Man.
I
Running
did
Man
get
is like one of those ones that's terrible, but also just fun.
Yeah, yeah, I understand what you mean. It ain't really cult status, is it? But it's still a great film.
Yeah, she was in Con Air too. Remember?
That's it. That's it, Con Air.
Oh, yeah.
Remember Danny Trejo was about to rape her? She was handcuffed to the
She was a prison guard, wasn't she, on the plane?
guard, and Danny Trejo was gonna rape her. Remember?
Yeah, they left her on the plane, didn't they? Tied up, and he
Now,
came back and saved her, didn't he?
Wasn't that movie? Didn't that have the 3 titty girl in it?
Yeah, not the remake
Yeah.
though. The remake didn't have that, but the first
Thanks for catching up with us, Popeye. But I thought the new one did have the 3 boob girl when they walked past like the whorehouse or whatever. I thought they showed that.
Yeah.
Did
They did
they?
a clip, didn't it?
Yeah,
you are
I
right,
think, I'm
Gunter.
pretty
That
sure they
Con Air
did.
was a quality film. Quality film, Con Air. I love everything about that film's amazing.
I just bought the document. I just went on iTunes and I bought it. I think I paid $20 for it. But the Bob Lazar documentary. Did you guys see that? The new one?
Oh no, I ain't seen that yet.
Yeah, well, it's on Netflix. You can watch it on Netflix.
Oh, it's on there. Is it? Let's have a look then.
I didn't know that.
Interesting. And then after that came out, they had him on. He was on Joe Rogan.
I saw that.
That's
that.
it, yeah.
That was good. But it's kind of like the same. I don't know. It's just the same old story, man. It's nothing new.
The thing is, MJ, I mean, it's going to be the same old story, because if he changed it, it wouldn't be very,
Yeah.
wouldn't be very believable if he started changing it around. But
You think he's being truthful, or you think he's total bullshit?
I think he's being honest.
I felt listening to him. I think he is being honest. I just think he's working on technology. Maybe he didn't understand.
Yeah.
Well, he obviously knew about things that have only just coming to light now. Secondly, that they denied that he ever worked there, yet there was a phone book with his name in there with a phone number for him working at that place. So,
They went to high school, right? He supposedly graduated high school at, and they were looking at his like grades and stuff, and he was like mediocre. He was like a mediocre student, and I was like, well, how can a mediocre student go to MIT?
Well, I don't get that, because if you look at guys like Einstein was taught at home by his mother, homeschooled.
Yeah,
So I don't
he
think
can tie his own shoes.
lots of guys that didn't do
Well,
well.
here in the States, it's all about that testing, the ACT and SAT. If you do well at that, it don't matter if you're making like F's almost. If you get high grades on them things, man, the colleges will fucking swoop you up in a second.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
the
thing is,
loss on it does make it easier.
I think that's the wrong way to measure intelligence, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
For the most part, that's just learning things parrot fashion. If you read and you've got a good memory, you're just remembering what's
Well,
written
I mean,
in a book.
it's first of all, I think there's lots of, we weren't just talking about intelligence. I think there's lots of metrics to determine intelligence. I think that's one of them. I don't think it's the major one.
I think these colleges should just listen to what people say on live stream, and
God,
then you got to see who dumbasses are.
If that was
Internet
the
check.
case, I could definitely get into the
Harvard.
top 2-year
Harvard.
school.
Lost at Harvard.
Definitely get into the top community college here.
Top community college.
I think you'll find that though. Like even guys go back through history. I think Faraday. Even Faraday didn't have a degree or anything like that. A lot of these geniuses weren't what you call educated in, where Oxford University.
And some of them didn't, because some people just don't excel till their later years anyway. So it's not like, wasn't Steve Jobs, didn't he not get his degree until he was like in his 30s or some shit like that?
Yeah.
I forget.
Really? I didn't know that. Yeah, that guy.
What do you need a degree for anyway when you can just rip people off and beg for money on YouTube?
Yeah,
There is that. There is that.
Well,
yeah. He's. I think Lazar's the one who brought up that element 115, right?
Yeah, but if you're a genius, Popeye, you can get a lot more money from people.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you're smarter about it. Huh?
Yeah, that's true. Don Gates didn't. Richard Branson never finished. He doesn't have a great education either. And look at these guys; they're billionaires.
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, the way we measure intelligence is just so far off the mark. It's we're probably letting some of the smartest people slip by because they don't fit into our education system.
Yeah. It's just,
well, I tell you, most geniuses aren't out for money. They're out for inventing something, recognition.
Yeah.
Well, Tesla was like that. Tesla didn't even want recognition. He was just doing it because that's what. Hey, how you doing?
And changing ideology. Okay.
Yeah.
Now it's these mid-level motherfuckers like Dewey who get on fucking live streams and beg for like coin.
I seen a fucking the most intelligent. I seen a guy that was fucking. He blew their charts to fucking pieces. Or when it came to IQ, American guy never ever worked as a scientist. Was a fucking bouncer, construction worker, but his IQ was off the fucking charts. So even the IQ testing's just wow.
Yeah.
Do you know that?
Proof
Here's
nothing,
something, Andy. Do you know that the IQ test that has been changed over time? So what they're measuring as IQ now is different to what they did say 10, 20, 30. They keep constantly
They've got to always advance that as we advance in our intelligence and knowledge.
I gotta ask you, Thunder, did your mother have you tested?
Has anybody here ever had their IQ truly had their IQ tested?
No, I haven't actually.
If I'd been tested, Popeye, I probably would have been locked up, mate.
Not well.
This kid's got psychotic tendencies.
I watched a show called Young Sheldon.
Yeah.
Right, and it's about
Is that based on I know the one.
Yeah,
like.
based on the Big Bang Theory. And
He's brilliant. He's brilliant.
Little super fucking genius, and throughout the show you hear him say, "I'm not crazy. My mother had me tested."
Did you? I watched this on YouTube. Actually, this is a documentary about a real kid who he built a nuclear reactor in his fucking backyard.
Yeah, I've seen that.
God
I've seen that. Yeah, I'm fucking that.
They had,
Some
they had,
intelligence
they
to
had,
do that.
they had to have a big clean up, and
tornado, right?
Right,
they had to have a big clean up, and
yeah.
How old was he then, Mark? What age was that?
he was in his teens when he did it.
Yeah, he was a teenager,
Jesus,
16,
worrying,
17, something like that.
Yeah. And he fooled everyone. He was riding to places to get all the materials to do it, and
Yeah, that's a
he'd
pretty
been-
interesting story.
he'd been blowing up shit since he was like a little kid.
I watched a movie the other day, and the cunt was he's a legit player. Someone gave him a dose of homemade napalm, and I thought, so I looked it up. And it's pretty easy to fucking make, and it's actually legal. You can make it all you like. It's just illegal to use it. Hey,
So you can make it, you just can't use it.
you just can't use it. Yeah.
Okay.
But I thought the other one was pretty easy to make from all counts.
So did you put your order in for some yellow cake?
Yellow cake.
Yeah.
Get it from Africa, cheap.
That's an ingredient you need.
Yeah.
We probably find some fucking leftover out there at Maralinga. When Woomera was a fucking, one of those places as well. We got it all here in South Australia, land of the, and then guys would appear. Where's some really fucking impressive characters come out of here? Oh, what's his name? He was a fucking, what's his name? Sir Hubert Wilkins. Died in Massachusetts, actually. That's fucking honoured him. He's a South Australian.
Oh, Kui Kaba, I gotta thank you for the interesting films you sent me.
I heard you. I thought I heard you on Heidi's channel say something about you don't get into porn. I was thinking about I better fucking stop. I'm corrupted.
No, I don't get into it, but I don't have anything against it. I'm indifferent.
Okay, yep, I hear you. Not a problem, Ben.
Chicken Slater.
Well, let me translate that for you, Andy. He watches it. He just don't jerk off to it.
Yeah. Take
Yeah, I
names.
like the real thing. You know what I mean?
What was that, Lost? What did you say, Lost?
Hey, doing
no.
passport. Hey,
Never mind. If you missed it, it's not worth repeating.
hey, passport. How you doing?
I don't want to
That's
embarrass Popeye again.
Feed me or something.
Oh, you can't make me mad, Lost, because you know why? Because you're a soulless, godless heathen. Okay?
Heathen.
Hey,
With a capital H.
Actually, Popeye, I figured out when you do get upset.
When?
I'm going to give away your secret right now, okay?
Oh,
So
God.
everybody will know this.
Oh dear.
When you hear the coffin door open, when you hear that squeak, that's when Popeye's upset.
Wait.
Man, it's a gorgeous day today, man. Sky is blue, few puffy clouds.
Nice.
What's the temp down in Florida right now, Popeye?
It's a balmy 85 degrees.
Damn, dude, we're still in the 90s fucking here in Texas, man. It's been fucking hot.
Yeah, but see you guys in those redneck red states, you guys don't believe in climate change. Like, so see here in California, the skies are nice and blue, and you can actually breathe, and nice air, and I don't know, in Texas.
Did you say you can actually breathe? Was that the word that just came out of your mouth?
Your guys' states are kind of behind.
Actually, you live in the LA area, right?
There's some smoke
There's
there.
no
Yeah,
more
right,
smog. Back in the day,
Right now, can you walk outside and see those mountains?
yes. Back in the day,
Fuck no, you're a goddamn liar. I bet I lived out there, motherfucker. I didn't even know you could see mountains until it rained.
I grew up. Back in the day, smog used to be horrible in LA. It used to be big, brown. There used to be a ton of smog. Couldn't even. I mean, it was horrible. Now, because of the regulations and stuff, oh man, our airs are nice and clean now.
Yeah. You know, guys, I only have one requirement for the IQ test. Okay, it's only one question. Do you breathe through your mouth or through your nose? And if you're a mouth breather, I want nothing to do with you.
Jesus, it's fucked up if you got a cold then, Popeye.
Yeah, I was going to say, that's going to be our work, isn't it?
Well, there is an exception to every rule, okay? That's
I snore a lot. So am I a mouth breather?
But if you breathe through your mouth by choice, please go away.
Okay, all right. Kind of like this.
Yeah, so we got the best.
I lost.
I think what they did, MJ, is they cleaned up the US by sending a lot of those companies like Union Carbide to Mexico. I think that cleaned up a lot of the mess.
No, it's just
the pollution elsewhere.
California has a lot of regulations now.
Yeah, that's what happened. That's what happened with Union Carbide. They changed the regulations, so Union Carbide just shifted to Mexico.
More relaxed rules, isn't it?
Well, I've seen a documentary where
how do you feel about window liquors?
Window liquor.
Are the windows flavored?
Yeah, they're Windex flavored.
Windex. It's addictive, that Windex.
But these were important questions. I mean, you guys could talk about this fucking climate change shit all you want, right? But there's only one entity that's going to end the world, right?
A meteor. A giant meteor.
It's fucking ants, isn't it? Dirty
He's going to start.
bastards. Fucking
He's going to
ants.
start an argument here because I know who.
And when Jesus Christ,
He's already called me a god and heathen a minute ago. He's trying to trigger me. He's trying to trigger me.
Jesus Christ comes like a thief in the night, Lost.
There's a few things.
I feel sorry for you, brother.
You don't have to feel sorry for me.
Widow lickers. No, I think he said window lickers, not widow lickers.
And me and Mountain Jew, we're realistic. We know we're sinners, okay? We know we're going to hell.
Well, I don't know. I talked to MJ. I don't think he agrees fully with you on that one.
MJ's bargaining his way out into MJ. Got a deal on the go. Happy
I
sunshine,
don't
boss.
believe in hell, though, to be honest. I don't believe in any of that. I think we die. That's it, man.
Yeah,
Hey,
yeah.
MJ, I seen a really good documentary actually about where these guys are talking about that, and they believe that the Romans may have invented Jesus.
Oh yeah, I mean,
Well,
Jesus.
shit, somebody had to.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, someone must have. Is that after thought?
But Popeye, you're saying it wasn't God?
Jesus was God's only forgotten son.
Passport TV, did I mention nobody sends me any super chats? Just saying, sorry, Passport TV, I have to get on there and send you a super chat, mate.
Oh, dude, you got to get him on the show and have him do Frank impression.
Frank impression.
Out of this world.
Is he good at it? Is he?
Oh, he's good at a Frank.
Get up here, then, Passport.
You
Get
want to
up here.
laugh? Listen to Passport TV do a Frank
I
impression.
want to hear a Frank impression.
Actually, yeah, subscribe to his channel because he's been doing a few live streams lately.
Mhm.
It's always good to listen to, actually, Passport TV.
He came on my show Saturday, and he did a few Frank impressions for the 3-hour Bashathon. And I had to give him a fucking Bravo Zulu. He was spot on. Okay. And I was waiting for my Patriots haters to show up, but they never did.
Yeah.
I was heartbroken, man. I really, truly.
I crashed out, man. Warren and Andy sent me to fucking sleep, man.
Yeah, I woke up late, man.
I asked them what they were doing because I was surprised that even Warren was having a live stream when he knew you were doing one. I have to fucking catch up with him and ask him what the go with that is. I thought he would have stopped as soon as you started.
Yeah, I guess I got to come out with a live stream saying, Warren, I hope you die of cancer. That should be
Oh, Jesus.
that should write the ship, right? Well,
Oh,
maybe
God.
I should take on some of those tactics. But shit happens.
You're better than that, Popeye. You're better. You don't need to go to that level, mate. You're better
Yeah,
than that
it
shit.
was a good live stream.
He's being facetious, though.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know. Popeye's a gentleman.
And it was a good live stream. A lot of people showed up. The fund got over $1,520.
Actually,
Something just crazy just happened. Someone used the word Popeye and gentleman in the same sentence.
Is that a confusion, Lost?
Because
maybe God is real because I don't think that is a possibility.
He must be different on different streams, our Popeye. He's always great on mine.
See, I have to tell you, Lost, I'm what they call a rogue, okay? And a rogue can be a gentleman.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
All right.
I'm just starting to wonder, Popeye's not psychotic or anything, is he? He's not a...
I just like to put the twist in there, keep you all thinking,
Yeah, not too many people have been on lately, huh? It's been kind of quiet.
Yeah,
I was I've been crook, mate. So I've been fucking laid up for a few days. So
They've been all on that game, I expect, MJ.
Yeah,
I
I
was
thought you died, man. I thought I was going to have to send out a fucking search party for you.
oh Jesus, I gave for.
It would have been a perfect time to start the rumor. You know,
Yeah.
died, you know.
I did panic, Papa. I rang out the coffee shop and they said
Oh,
he'd been
I
for 3 days.
I was spreading the rumor about the he was tied up in in his bedroom by ladyboys.
I heard that rumor. Yeah.
Oh, that's what I was going to say. There's a Thailand vlogger that I've watched for a while. He usually goes over. He's a self-admitted sexpat, but he goes over to Thailand and makes his videos. He even puts his face on there. I don't know if you guys have ever heard him. His name's Pattaya Pariah. Guys have heard of that?
Oh,
And
I'll have to check it out.
Yeah.
and I've seen him. He put out a video the other day, and I think I'm going to have to unsub from him. He did a video where he fucking went and barfined and took home a ladyboy.
Hey,
Holy shit.
damn. Takes all sorts.
Oh, what?
G'day,
He did that for
But
the
he-
views. That's an again.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't
That's
mind.
I no, not this guy. He wouldn't do it just for the views, man. But he made a good point, and this comes up to what happened with Popeye the other day on RC Dre Show. The Thai community, like when you say Thailand and Philippines, they both have big, huge red light areas. And I was talking to David about this myself. The Thais seem to be more accepting of it, and same with the third gender thing. It's not a big deal to them. It's just accepted.
Yeah.
Some of those things in the Philippines are not accepted.
No,
They
they're
don't.
not.
They don't like to admit.
Gay people in the Philippines are pretty much accepted.
Yeah.
But like the red light area and that part of it, a lot of people get offended if you talk about it. But it's there. It's
Where Thailand's had a bit more time to come to terms with, haven't they?
People I met in the
Yeah.
Philippines with transsexuals and stuff, they didn't care. They're like, they didn't.
Yeah, but he's saying, like, if you talk about it on live stream, there's going to always be some whack-a-mole that pops up
Whack-a-mole.
and,
Oh,
you know, calls you everything, tells you he wants to rip your bullocks off and shit, you know.
Yeah, you're gonna get those. But you know what? Most
Fucking have to.
but in Thailand, they're
No,
more accepting of it.
with Thunder, I think you're trying to say they're more open to the prostitution aspects of things versus where the Philippines isn't.
In both countries it's illegal, but in Thailand, the people themselves don't see it as a big deal. It's part of life there. But with the Filipinos and Filipinos, they tend to get a little bit more offended when you talk about that side of things.
Yeah,
As if it doesn't happen.
Yeah, I totally agree.
secret.
Thailand are Buddhist, aren't they? And the
Yeah,
Philippines.
that's exactly that would be probably one of the major reasons the difference is the religion aspect of it.
They're Buddhist.
Maybe that's maybe what it is.
Roberto, fucking accept the invitation, you cunt.
Oh,
I'm sorry,
that's how Steam ought to do invites.
But
I'm
usually,
going to read out what Don said here. I lived in Pattaya. My building was full of ladyboys. It was great. Nice-looking women and also strong enough to help you move furniture.
That's what you want, Don. That's what you want.
I mean, usually the people that complain about, like, if you say something bad about the Philippines are usually sometimes not even, most of the time, they're not even Filipinos. They're like,
Or never been MJ.
they're
That's the
like
problem.
foreigners. No, they're
Well-
guys, they may have been there for a while, but they think because, they got
I think some of them are Filipinos who just got their head in the sand, MJ.
most of them are not. Most of them are just old expats that are fucking sour about some shit, or they're married. You know, most of them are they might be foreigners that have been there for a while, but they're not even Filipinos.
Yeah, but the difference is Popeye got the experience, hasn't he? Popeye's been there. Popeye's seen it.
Hey,
You know what I mean?
let's play the over/under game percentage wise. Okay, I'm going to set the line at 35% that MJ will be an older, begrudged expat.
Only
Do y'all
35%. That's a bit low.
And put it at 35%.
Oh,
What do y'all think?
55, 60.
You're over. I'll tell you
I'm
what,
not even
MJ is going to be that cool dude that's
Yeah.
like really old and crusty sitting on his front porch, man. And you'll hear him say, "Hey, Essay, come on over here, smoke a blunt with me."
Yeah.
He's
On the
gonna
stoop,
be like,
smoking on the stoop.
Are his next words? Let me tell you how the bar girl screwed me over.
yeah, he's gonna be like a fucking old Cheech and Chong, man.
Yeah.
You never know. I could be married by next year, man. You never know.
Oh, yeah, you never know what's right in the next corner, MJ.
Oh, and then all right, let's set the line at 45%. Will he be the bitter divorce expat?
You're way over on that, man.
Way.
Simo just said, MJ, stop mounting Jews. Got me in trouble in Israel.
Yeah, you don't like that, do you? You don't like that.
Like I told you, he's gonna be that old crusty dude sitting on his front porch, and he'll have like fucking 4 or 5 hot Latinas sitting around him, you know. And they'll be like, Poppy, tell us about the old days.
Jesus Christ. That's a bit rough.
Yeah, a lot of people, they just don't like the truth about the Philippines. So, if you say something like, hey, the Philippines has some problems.
Not all, but there is.
You hit the nail on the head. I just spoke the truth about the Philippines. I didn't say anything bad about the Philippines.
No, you never, Popeye. You
Dude.
never said nothing bad.
And
Just
I don't
And to be
related.
fair, Popeye, you've got the experience at the end of the day.
Conversation, to tell you the truth.
Yeah, but you can't have a guy who's never been to the Philippines calling you out when you've got the experience of going over there. It doesn't make no sense in that way.
And
Yeah, but
just to tell one of your stories is not being disrespectful. I mean, I don't think it was ever put across like that. It was just a story.
Smash. I think it was because
Well, his
of the
opinion,
smash.
though,
I was
Mark,
smashing
innit?
him. Doing a smash.
Yeah, it was that word smash, wasn't it? That's what fucking started it off.
Oh, dude,
But,
are you serious? That word smash?
I'd imagine so, yeah. That's anything I could pick up in the old conversation that you
But
could even get a
I'm
movie
told-
about.
Some
I'm
of these
told
white
that in America, that's what they use in America. That's a word that
Yeah, they use it
Normal-
for Mark as well. Yeah, smash.
I
Smash.
mean,
Yeah.
some of these white knights, they will get mad just because you say, oh, well, the Philippines has pollution problems. Well,
Oh, dude, when I started talking about the sewage system, there was like 3 different bloggers that fucking took a crap on themselves, man.
Why didn't they take a crap in the sewer?
You know?
And then they'll say, oh, well, there's only pollution in some parts. No, there's pollution all over the Philippines.
Yeah, of course.
It's not
there is.
just it's all over. They burn trash everywhere in the Philippines. It's all over. It's
Fucking 60% of their fucking inland waters are plastic.
it's the truth.
Yeah, it is. It's pollution. Pollution gone mad over there.
You take,
I love the Philippines. Don't get me wrong, because I go there, obviously. But
take a dip in Manila Bay. You can swim in fucking, what do you call them? Plastic water bottles.
people portray the Philippines as just this beautiful tropical island that it's just,
Oh, I guarantee you there's some very beautiful parts of
of
Philippines.
course there is. I've been to some of them, but it's not all like that. Most of the country is not like that.
Yeah, but that's like in a lot of those. I mean, the same in Thailand. There's some of those beaches you wouldn't want to swim at. There's beautiful places that you can, but not all.
Yeah, but the Thailand's still a lot cleaner than the Philippines is.
Well, the point is, there's always going to be X percentage of buttholes that are just going to attack you for saying negative. Speaking the truth, but being, showing a negative side of whatever area of the world.
Dude, you should thank me for showing you the negative side. That way you don't fucking get caught up in it.
Yeah, exactly, Popeye. People need to know that, don't they?
But it wasn't a negative. It was just a funny story.
Yeah, I thought it was, man. I mean, and then I look at the time period I was talking about. I'm talking about the 80s and 90s, and then I see how politically correct like the youngins are and people are today. And when they hear somebody like me speak like that, it's automatic. They they go grab a hurt
They get-
feelings form and
Yeah,
fill
they
it
get
out,
defensive,
you
don't
know?
they, Popeye?
You know? And
Well, what did you say?
thank God
What-
none of you guys on this panel are like that. Jesus.
Well, what did you say, Popeye?
Dude, I was just telling some sea stories about the bars.
Oh, Popeye, did you say butt hurt form? Like a piece of paper? Is that what I heard?
Butthole form.
I'm going to put together something on Excel, the butt hurt form, and come up with some comedy. That was pretty funny. You got to make one of those.
Leave a
now.
big box. Leave a big box on there, Lost, so they can
Yeah,
fit it in
you could
properly.
even call it a hurt feelings form, you know?
No, the butt hurt one's better. We got to put some. We'll have to talk about that, and we'll see what things we should put on there for someone to fill out.
Give them something to do while they're getting buttered.
And I was just telling a story about the bars, how, like, when we come out as Shore Patrol and we were wearing, you know, the SP bands and carrying
Yeah.
the PR-24, the girls used to say, "Hey, Sex Patrol, come here. I want to make your Mount Pinatubo blow." I guess that upset them, you know? And that shit really happened, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
It was. There's more to that, I think, because that particular guy is not usually like that. But
And there wasn't no reason. There wasn't no reason to
And you know why
have a
though,
fit
Popeye?
like that.
no,
I think-
I agree, David. There was no reason, and I think it was wrong. And
That's
Popeye didn't deserve that anyway.
No,
I think that's because
Popeye done the right thing. He took it calmly. He didn't get his hair
well,
off.
no, that certain person they're like best friends with the
Yep.
diaper.
Yes.
Yeah.
We know.
Yeah, exactly.
We know Julie.
Yeah.
Oh, see, that's all you had to say. Because usually this is the second time I've been attacked out of the blue.
He's in he has a thing for the forehead for the helicopter girl.
For the forehead.
Ah, okay. All right.
And
Then I associate with you, so my name is fucking Mud.
Yeah, exactly. I didn't explain all this, Popeye. I didn't want to drag you into that side of it, to be honest, bro. But
which I don't know why. I mean, the guy's like, how old is he? He's like 100 years old, right?
Come on, Julie. Julie, behave yourself.
What is a guy that age prowling around a girl?
Behave yourself, Julie.
he learn in the end now, MJ. He learn like she burns people, and then you know what I mean, and then people learn their lesson with her. But he learn in the end. We've told him he ain't
I'll
gonna
tell you,
learn.
here's something that everyone needs to know. The particular person that you're talking about, MJ, RC Dre knows, Heidi knows, I know. She is fucking trouble, and she's no fucking innocent party.
Yeah,
I know that.
Her
I've known
and
that
that
for a
guy
while.
Well, heard you had a run in with her, didn't you, MJ?
Yeah, I know that. I mean, she was out there. I never talked about the girl. I didn't even know the girl, but yet she had my personal information. That's a bunch of bull. I don't know. I mean, I know why. You know, it's because she was, you know, she's friends with, you know, my mother too. You know.
Yeah.
But you know, it is what it is. If they want to play that fucking game, that's fine, man. And
we just all know where we stand now, Popeye. That's the good thing about it. That's the only good thing to come out of it.
And see, the way that I looked at it, it's your channel, and I wasn't going to get into it with him. But if he come on my channel and did that, dude, I'd have dressed him down like no fucking tomorrow.
Yeah, I knew you would have. Yeah, and that's why you're polite and you didn't do it on my channel. Like I said, Popeye, I had no reason to jump in because I didn't think you'd done anything wrong, to be honest, as far as I'm concerned.
But you know, the girls say they told him he was wrong. I guess he couldn't take it. He jumped off. You know.
Yeah.
Well, you know, that's the one thing I didn't like is that if you're going to come on to criticize someone and tell them that they're offensive, at least you should have stayed there to fucking have something. Yeah, and at least let the person defend themselves. But he just came on, took off, and I didn't like that.
Yeah, but that's no good doing that, is it? Like you said,
a happy birthday, man.
Well, yeah, but like you said, Mark just said then, Popeye, you could have come on it and he could have said to you, I don't agree with you, Popeye. I don't agree with this, what you said. I don't agree with that. And had a conversation, but he didn't want to do that. He didn't want to do that.
Well, you can't have a conversation about something you know nothing about.
Exactly, Popeye. And that's what it all comes down to at the end of the day, mate.
And like these motherfuckers been telling me for over 2 years, man, well, Philippines changed. Dude, I'm watching your blogs, and the same shit that happened back then is still happening now. So
Yeah, exactly.
I have to give a big shout out and say, go fuck yourself, you know?
Yeah, they don't like the truth. Like you said, they don't like the truth.
You know? And when I come on your show, I enjoy it, man. You do that singing shit, you do that stupid quiz shit. I had fun, man.
That's what it's about, though, Popeye. We want to have fun. We don't want drama. And when people bring drama on, I'm not happy about that, to be honest.
Yeah. And the
And
girl.
how do those people know it's changed if they never went to the Philippines when you were there? How do they know?
Yeah, exactly, MJ.
You know,
You know
that's
what I mean?
true question, but I'll leave that up to those mouth breathers and window lickers.
Window lickers.
That's the way I see it. You know.
Oh boy.
Remember, you're my Luca Brasi.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, hey, when you were hanging out with that honeycomb, did you pop smoke on her forehead so the fucking helicopter could land?
Oh,
He drew a big
geez.
H on there, didn't he?
Yeah, I don't know what her problem is. She's
Yeah,
Yeah,
her
she-
problem is there are certain people influencing her. That's what her problem was. And those certain people get pissed off when you fucking call them out for it.
yeah. Oh yeah, I know.
Well, it's like you said a long time ago, Popeye. It's becoming this fucking tribal thing now, where
Yeah.
the groups are breaking off, and it's ridiculous. You know, I just don't get it. I really don't.
Oh, I don't get it either, man. I think it's fucking. That's why I said on RC's show, I said, if you don't like what I had to say, man, just fucking turn that knob to the left. You'll hear
Yeah.
a click, and you won't hear my voice anymore.
Hmm.
You know?
Yeah, fair call.
That's the way
I just, I don't get it. You know, we're supposed to be fucking adults here, and it seems that people want to, you know, like school days, pick and choose who your friends are, and I don't understand that at all.
Yeah, but you can't have it both ways, Mark, can you? That's the problem. Same as in real life. If you're going to pick a side, you need to pick.
I mean, dude, I have difference of opinion with everybody here on this panel, including the fucking Jill. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna fucking, you know, get my panties in a fucking twist over it.
That's it. Popeye wears panties. We all heard it.
Live.
How you doing, Magic?
Mark stream.
Well, you know,
Take the soundbite. Take the soundbite.
I gotta give you guys some ammunition, okay? I like to fight there, you know.
There's plenty of ammunition.
What was that wrestling naked with Lady Boys? Did he say then, Loss? What did he say?
Hey guys, I gotta jump off for a while, man. I'll talk to you guys later, huh?
All right,
No worries,
About
MJ.
time we got rid of that guy.
Thanks, guys.
Take it easy. Take it
Good
easy.
riddance.
Honestly, I don't disagree with you. I think that some people just like the drama and causing trouble. I think some cases people just easily offended. I think,
They're looking for something to be offended over, though, Mark. That's the problem, isn't it? At the end
Yeah.
of the day.
yeah, I think so.
Some
think you're
people
right.
are just offended by one certain thing too, just in their life.
Yeah.
You know, there's everybody has at least one thing they probably will take a stand against if you were to bring up said topic. You know.
Yeah, when he said he was gonna rip my bullocks off, right? I knew he was triggered.
No,
I'm
as
like-
far as Magic.
My first
Right,
thought
yeah.
was like, Pop, I don't even have any of those. That's going to be a weird confrontation.
Yeah, but it's pointless threatening someone online, to be honest. We all know that. It's fucking completely pointless. It just makes you look a prick, to be honest. Threatening someone on there. If you're going to do something, do it. Don't tell them you're going to do it.
Well, you know, he
Jesus.
looked like a prick, you know, so good luck to him, you know.
Yeah, but nothing to come of it anyway, Popeye, at the end of the day. He obviously
Yeah.
come on there that have a go at you personally. That's what it all comes down to. It
And
wasn't
that's what-
nothing to do with what you're
that's what-
chatting about, Popeye. It's nothing to do with what we were chatting about.
Yeah,
That's where it was wrong. Just to come on.
really into it, man.
It didn't even sound like
Is
him,
he-
Mark, to be
is he
honest. It
dating-
sounded like someone had told him to come over and say that. It didn't even sound like the guy.
Is he dating a is he dating a Filipino? Ain't he like with a Filipino lady?
Yeah, he is.
So he might have got influenced by her. Maybe she didn't like it.
Oh, he was
and
definitely
influenced him.
influenced by a group.
The,
I
the
guarantee it.
story. Let's get a thing straight here. The girl that he's dating is involved with the a group,
Red.
including that helicopter girl.
Why are we calling it helicopter girl?
I don't know why, but that seems stuck in it. But yeah,
Crikey!
Crikey.
how you doing, Magic?
Oh my goodness.
Fuck no.
Goodbye.
No, crikey. Oh, fuck. I'm going back to battleship.
Your mate's here, and welcome in, Magic.
Loose
How have I upset him this time?
Dreamers. You're fucking
Get good at
dreamers.
it now, Manic.
All fucking dreamers.
How
Fuck
have I upset him this time?
Start from my copper mark. The rest of you cunts, you can fuck off anytime you like. I don't mean that in a possible way.
Let me calm
Andy, fuck off, you cunt, you cunt.
Fuck off, you cunt, you cunt.
I just feel like, Papa, you've been slipping these cunts been giving me shit and you haven't said fuck all. You
Bitch.
thought you were going to protect me.
All my days, I love you.
Oh, yeah, no, that'll fucking drive them mad for sure.
Oh my God.
Hold on. I want to know if the Australians can translate this for me. Let me read this right here. Cunt, you cunt. Fuck, cunt. You're a cunt. Cunt.
Yeah, how you doing, buddy? How's things?
Yeah, he's asking how you are. He's asking how you are. That's
probably
quite a polite saying.
Good mates, those two, whoever said that. Probably
Yeah, they
good
get on.
mates.
They get on well.
Oh, mate.
If you say cunt, you cunt twice, it means he must be a good mate.
Does it cancel out the first one, Manic? Is that the way it works? The first cunt's a nasty one. If you say it twice,
Yeah,
it
that's
cancels
right.
it out. Yeah, I thought it was.
That's right, yeah.
One cunt cancels another cunt.
And if I don't throw in a few wankers in there,
Oh,
that's
yeah, that's
right.
it. Yeah.
Exactly.
Evens out a
Yeah.
little bit.
You know, well, cunt's just like a new level of friendship. Wanker,
Yeah.
you know.
It's like
And then
saying
there's-
mate, and isn't it? It's like saying mate.
That's
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
Yeah.
You know, I'm still looking for that next level. I know.
I don't think there is another word better than that. Is there? Not that I've come across in my lifetime.
Right.
The C word's the one, isn't it? You can't get no one.
Motherfucker.
I suggest if you come over to Australia though and get pulled over by the police, you don't say, "How you doing, cunt?"
No.
I don't think that would behoove
Oh, you
you.
cunt, was I speeding?
Just a little tip.
Touch the ground. Your feet
Or
touch the ground.
any non-traditional Jewish delicacies like
Yeah.
pig.
Oh,
Yeah,
boy.
just a little tip.
You guys have been, it's been therapeutic listening to you bullshit on about all the things I want to talk about when I'm fucking playing, you bastards.
He reckons that we interrupt his play
Yeah.
because we talk about anything and everything.
Is he online now? Is he? He's actually on the water now, is he?
Probably, I don't know.
Fucking am.
He
Of
can
course I
drown.
am.
He can go and drown. I don't care.
Hey, I don't know.
Good drown.
I don't know if he's fucking right or not, but Gunnar told me that you asked him to sing me Thunder.
How do you stop Andy from drowning? You take your foot off.
Take your foot off. Stop firing the torpedoes.
Fuck off, I don't fucking swim. I'm
Andy,
No, you take his foot. You take your foot off his head.
Andy, you should know better. I'm not into fucking the team killing, so
He did say something that he wouldn't do team killing. And I said, don't worry, the enemy will have me soon enough. But it was a funny old fucking thing. I survived the battle, but he didn't.
Ah, there you go. Tactics.
Yeah,
remember-
tactics.
When you torpedoed me, I was screaming, "Oh, the carnage!"
Oh, the carnage. The mayhem. The mayhem.
bullshit. You're yelling out, "You fucking cunt!"
It's got to be worth coming on for a commentary, I think, on this game.
Andy, he's a bloody mouth breather.
Did I hear Popeye's coughing again?
Don Ice is doing that.
Yes, that's how you know he's offended. So obviously Popeye was really mad when you blew him up.
Ooh. Yeah.
All right.
If you had a cough, if you got a cough out of it, definitely.
Yeah, when he opens up the coffin door, he's
Yeah.
pissed.
Yeah, you heard his coffin door there.
Mm-hmm.
He's out of his chair then. He's mobile at that point.
Yeah. He's got to go back in there and drink a little more blood. You know, he's a vampire.
A bit more blood.
I know. When I was playing with Gunner,
I'm recording you again, you cunt.
when I was playing with Gunner, the dick did throw a fucking shot just across my bow there. But He doesn't know, but I had my guns pointed at him at the time.
He was on my team and Andy was on the others, and he was trying to have a fire at Andy.
We have to. Magic. Lost Friday night his time, Saturday morning our time. We're trying to get everyone together for a battle.
All right, then. Yeah. That
Came to
sounds
their
good.
fucking server. The least they can do is come to our fucking time.
See, Andy won't change, will he?
No, you got to meet him halfway, and
Yeah.
Yeah, Gunner, it was one shot and it wouldn't have hurt. But I tell you what,
Compromise. We came to their fucking
Oh, I'm sorry, Andy. Were you the guy going around sending messages to people to try to get this going?
Yeah, it was, but
Oh, okay. I'm sorry it don't work in your favor.
And Saturday does suit me.
you, buddy.
Gunner, the one shot might not have hurt me, but the salvo I sent back would have fucking sunk you, you fucker. I would have kept firing until you fucking sunk.
Well, I'll tell you, I've had the run with a lot of you, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to fire torpedoes right up your arses.
your arse.
I hate fucking torpedoes.
I'm starting to like torpedoes. I'm getting used to it now. I'm getting I've 3 games in a row. I was getting about 5 kills, 5 sunk, and about 130 hits. I'm getting a lot better.
I've got a fantastic idea. All right, to get it all out of the way, the very first time we load up the game, everybody just shoot and torpedo each other, okay? Get it out of the system. Yep, get it out of the system. Be done with it.
Oh, that's a good idea. They lost in it, like you said.
But I can't tarnish my 93% hit rate.
Here we go. Here comes the stats now.
Oh boy!
I don't want to run around with my fucking name in pink. Sorry, you might like that.
I see too. I get that. Evidently, Gunnar says there is a way that you can do it where you can do training, and so you don't get the pink status then.
Yeah,
but you want to get all of you lined up and then get Andy in the middle and fire torpedoes, see if you can dodge them all. That's good training, isn't it?
What the fuck sort of training is that going to be? You just kill each other.
I changed my fucking screen name to Loose Cannon, so that means I'm doing what is unexpected. Well, like you will expect some of it, you fuckers.
I'm waiting for that. I'm waiting for that new download content, the Eldridge, the invisible ship. I'm gonna wait for that one, and you would never see me coming then.
Whenever I see that pink sign,
got sold to the Great Navy or some kind of thing. That's just a bullshit story if I ever heard one.
I know I got a fuckwit on my team.
Who's that? Who's that?
Whenever I see that pink sign come up on vision, and I see the guy that's got it and he's on my team, I know I got a fuckwit.
Yeah, shot someone on your own team already.
Yeah, but it can happen by accident, especially if you in a destroyer. I've noticed this. Destroyers will fire off torpedoes, and if they miss their target, sometimes a friendly ship will run in there and get hit by them.
Yeah,
you've got to say what's happened.
What's happened to me a few times is, of course, I'm zoomed in shooting on an enemy ship, and I didn't see the other ship like crossing over, and I accidentally hit them before. So it's not like
your fault they lost. That's not your fault. They should be staying out of the way of line of fire. To be honest, on your
no, but I've done that too, so I know what losses. I did it to Andy actually. I shot Andy by accident doing that.
Are you sure it's an accident, Mark?
It was an accident.
You sure? Went over and over that fire button, were you? Come on, Andy, get in front of me.
Gunnar reckons we don't speak real English.
He wouldn't know what fucking English was if I fucking smacked him in the head.
You know, I tell you, hey, Lost, you should change your nickname to the non-believer.
Non-believer?
And then that way I can single you out.
I think you should put Popeye in charge of training. To be honest,
I think
he's got the experience.
Popeye's coming to the realization that God isn't real, and it's making him angry.
Do you think so?
Hey, you got no fucking content of the whole idea, Lost. You just shut the fuck up while you're ahead.
Oh my God. I don't have an idea of the whole idea. What's the whole idea?
It's something over nothing. I don't know what God is, but it is something.
Give me an example of nothing.
But hang on. That's your opinion, though, Andy.
Nothing is nothing. So in the beginning, if there was nothing, there'd be nothing now. Don't you fucking get that? Don't tell me.
Well, nobody believes in nothing. That's why I asked for example of nothing. Obviously, nothing. Something comes from nothing. There's no such thing as a nothing.
Well, how do you know? Well, you know everything.
You haven't been
Well, give me an example of nothing, and then maybe I can believe in a nothing.
Nothing is
and if I got nothing in my hand, Dan, I got nothing in my hand, I give you half, you got nothing.
If you can't get the concept, how can I fucking what example can I provide if you don't get the concept of nothing?
Yeah. Lost, I could give you an example of nothing. Just let me bring up
Your balls?
some of these bloggers.
Yeah, bring up a channel.
Yeah, enough fucking bullshit. Let's get back to fighting, Gunner. And bloody
I need to go and eat some food. Thanks for having me on, Mark. Thank you, brother.
No worries, David.
You out of here?
Thanks, guys.
Catch you
Yeah,
later.
I need to go and get some food now.
RC, you be cool, brother.
And you, Papa, you take care. Take care, guys. Take
Later.
care, Andy. Happy
Later,
hunting,
Dre.
brother.
I
I'm on
wash
it.
it, you son.
I download it. I'll get it downloaded. I want to get on there now. All you guys are on there.
Yeah, that's right. I want to get on there with you too, Dave.
I'll be
I'll
the one in
send
the
you-
dinghy, all right? I'll be the one with a flare gun in a dinghy on the level 1.
I'll
Protect me,
send
boys.
you-
Protect me.
Yeah.
Right, I'll send you a fucking link in, to the North American server that so you can connect straight to me and all that bullshit. All right,
Yeah, I'll
In-
play on your servers. Yeah, be sure with it.
all right. So I'll send that way. There's no mistakes because I'll probably offer Europe to you. So I'll fucking if
Yeah.
you click on the link. I've done it now. I've done it with Thunder and Gunner's done it with me. It works. You know what I mean? You'll
Yeah, we
get.
do it that way then. That seems easy.
All right, I'll send that to you soon. Not
All right,
that's exactly
guys.
I'm about to go fight.
No worries. Have a good one, guys. Take care, chat box.
See ya.
No
Hope you feel
worries.
better soon, Mark. Take care, bro.
Thanks, mate. Take care.
All right, Mark, I got to toddle off too.
You
I
got to toddle off?
to do.
You got to toodle off?
toddle off.
A toodle off.
No worries, buddy.
See
Toodaloo.
you, bye-bye.
Pip and Chitio and all that good stuff.
I might jump off
TTFN.
myself. Might jump off myself and another 20 or so and go have a run on the warships for a little bit.
I know. You know what you should do now that you set this up? I mean, if you go off of the fucking YouTube part, stay on here and we'll all fucking get on here and talk.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean? That way we can,
So you don't have...
because the other day when you left, there was me and Warren still and Manic, and we fucking just sat here and communicated as we fucking fought. You know,
And sometimes we had a bit of a break in between wars.
Yeah, just to have a matter about bullshit. You know, us, we can talk. You know, Manic, he's the bullshitter of bullshitters.
I know. I'm really well, and I'm learning a lot more from
me.
from you too. Yeah.
Yeah, hey, did you fucking win it? I'm guessing you didn't win if you didn't said fuck all about poker.
No, I didn't win at all.
Oh, yeah, that'd be right.
That'd be right. Oh, you can't win every time. You run
Oh.
into 3 times in a row. It went back and forwards. Like I had kings, and the king come out, so I had trip kings. He had 2. He had jacks. I ended up getting him, but he was lucky. He was going to go all in, and he didn't. Because he thought I might have had the king. And then the next hand, I had kings and he had aces. What do you do?
No, I know how it fucking works.
Oh, you
That's
do? Oh, sorry. Fuck off.
No, you're either hot or you're not.
Yeah,
And sometimes-
you get it or you don't. That's it.
That's it. It's all it's all about fun at the end of the day.
Just stirring you up, mate. Of course, you know how it works.
You know, everything fucking works. Lost.
Yeah,
every fucking thing.
everything.
How do I fucking, if you can't understand the concept of nothing, how do I fucking provide an example?
Well, the nothing thing is there wasn't really nothing, and you said it yourself. You can't get nothing from nothing. So
I understand the concept of how we say nothing. Like I'm holding nothing in my hand, but I'm talking about if you're going to say nothing, like as if and there's like we don't
Nothing.
even have a complete vacuum. So what I'm saying is there's no example of a true nothing.
Well, that's right. So that means therefore there must have.
So that means so when someone don't understand, say the Big Bang Theory, for example, and they think something came from nothing, it's just you don't understand what's happening.
No. It's just a theory. Explain the Big Bang Theory to me. Go on.
Yeah.
Go on, play Battleship.
Everything. Okay, it's simple. Everything began from a center point, from one point.
Yes. Now, the way I understand, Andy, the way I understand it, there was somehow the matter and antimatter, you had more of one than the other, which caused the Big Bang.
Yeah,
which is my argument with the whole theory, because I was under the impression that matter and antimatter were in equal parts, but
the easiest concept that makes the most sense to me is the previous fucking theory, which was that the universe always existed, has always existed, will always exist. It's that fucking simple. Now, anything else, believe what you like, because I don't really give a fuck. It's not that important to my life. It's not going to change anything.
Yeah, but Andy, it's proven that everything's dying. It's not going to always exist. It's always dying.
It hasn't been proven. Fucking, where's your fucking proof? Believe what you're fucking told. All you got.
The sun's dying.
Timo, what happened if you're talking about they found the Higgs particle, or believe they found the Higgs particle, but I'm not sure that.
You know, I mean, hell, they
showed
a picture of a fucking black hole, but that shit doesn't mean fuck all. They would know fuck all. It's that simple. We know fuck all.
No. That's wrong, Andy. We don't know fuck all. We don't know enough. We don't know it, but we do know some things.
Yes, but if let's say, for instance, and this is going out of fucking far, out of left field somewhere, but if this is all a simulation, then we know fuck all. All we know is wrong because this is a simulation.
Well, hang on. Again,
I'm just giving you another point of view.
But there is a physicist who wrote a book on the world being a simulation and the reasons why it could be. So we can't say we know fuck all, because obviously someone knows something.
Yeah, but he could still have it. He's only knows. Well,
it doesn't mean he's right, but at least
we have X amount of information. We don't have all information.
Exactly.
I mean, to say we can't. When you say fuck all, I understand that as like we don't know, but we do know something.
We know something.
We're not completely ignorant to. I mean, the theory of the Big Bang is. I mean, it's a
theory.
It's something it's something that can be measured. It's a scientific theory. It's not a theory in a general sense.
They've observed the data and made it come to a conclusion. That hardly makes it the fucking truth.
No,
it's not the whole truth. Like we don't know why everything is moving away from one point. Okay, that's what we know. Everything's moving away from one point.
It may be the illusion of that it's happening. We don't know. We live on this little fucking rock floating in fucking space. At the end of the day, we haven't been out there, or unless you count the moon. and at the end of the day, we're none of us 100% that we went there.
I mean, all right. So, do you think we're able to measure the distance between, say, the sun and the moon?
Of course, same as we can measure the distance between the moon and the Earth.
Well, I mean, are we able to measure the difference between us?
So therefore,
we know that galaxies are expanding.
But there could be other reasons for that.
There might be, but we do know that they're expanding.
I mean, I follow other theories that differ to the mainstream.
I'll give you an example, Andy. I'll give you an example. People for a long time theorized hang on. There was people theorized that there was a Higgs particle. No one could prove it, but they believed that there was, or someone believed. Now, with the experiments they've done in Europe now, with the collider, they've found the Higgs particle. So a lot of the stuff that they are theorizing on, they are proving slowly.
Okay.
And some things they're disproving.
You guys tell me why I play, because old fucking TikTok here is fucking getting impatient. I've got to fucking go play with him again. You keep talking and I'll be listening, all right?
Hang on, I just want to. Simo wanted to. He asked a question here, so I'll just address what Simo wants to know. I thought it proved nothing. This theory. Can someone please enlighten me? I'm not exactly sure what theory he wants to be enlightened on, and you're probably asking the wrong person here, Simo. I mean, Lost and I have interest in this, but definitely neither of us are experts. We really need our resident physicist.
Oh, yeah, that's all we fucking need. Anyway, I'm a fucking resident expert. Yeah, expert. Fucking, I'm going to battle. Like I said, I'll just sit here in the background and I'll be listening, you know. But Big Bang, yeah, I don't know. It doesn't make any fucking sense to me. But who gives a fuck?
I think it is the 5-year or whatever Big Bang theory gave. Well, the Big Bang theory, there is evidence to prove that there was a Big Bang theory and that everything started from a point and everything's moving away from that point, which is what we talked about before with the fact that the galaxies are actually moving. In fact, our galaxy...
That's all we truly know is that we're able to measure this. You know, I watched the documentary and read how they do it because, you know, obviously I was interested. Like, how the fuck they do that? And then, you know, I read the thing, even though I can't understand, you know, that's
I agree.
Beyond my understanding. But they show how they do it. It's not like people like, oh yeah, I just did it. You know, they actually show how they actually do this, and they're able to do it where they see where everything is moving away from one point within the universe. Everything is moving away from this one central point. So the theory is that everything, since it's moving away from this point, they believe it all started from this point. Like all this stuff eventually was
Lost. This is where I have an issue with. This is my issue with it. Is I've heard them do the seminars on this, and the great question was, where is this point? Now nobody can actually tell you where that fucking point is. Now,
we can't. I think maybe. Oh, I'm sorry. I don't know why.
Connection.
Nope. Did I get a bit too far away from? Can you hear me now?
Yeah, good now.
I think I walked too far away from my phone. What the fuck was I saying? Oh yeah, apparently the point is still too far away. I think we can't, but I think in the future we'll be able to show probably where that center point is.
And that's where I kind of have to kind of disagree with Andy at times, is that maybe we don't know everything now, and what we know is only a minute, but we are learning, and it's not like we don't know nothing. We do know something. Yeah, obviously we know things are moving away from this one direction. I mean, these are things that they've proved, and that's really all it boils down to is things are. You know, I use that car example. If there was 5 cars in the desert, and you know, they all ended up in one point, and you can trace back the tire marks in the sand. You know, you can even though maybe it's too far away where you can't see where it is, but you've walked around the whole perimeter, you can say, hey, they're all coming from this kind of central direction. I mean, we can prove mathematically that the stuff is coming from this direction. We just can't necessarily prove at the moment that this is the actual point. We can't get to the actual point yet. Well, a lot of it is, you know, still a lot of theories. Again, a lot of it.
Well, we still need a lot more evidence and those types of things.
A lot of the maths works, so that's how it usually works. Someone will do a mathematical equation, then you'll have an experimental physicist who will put it to the test. And
did you see something that was real interesting? It happened a couple of years ago. Some mathematician finally did the math to figure out why, if you take things that are perfectly spherical and you stack them, you know, the best way to stack it is to, you know, to put, if you have, you know, 4 balls together, you take the 5th ball and you stack it into the 4th one, and of course you do this and you stack it all the way up. Apparently it was like so this guy did the math, and I can't remember the pages were ridiculous, something like 500, maybe even 1,000 pages of math that actually worked out why this is the best way to stack spheres.
This is the weird thing is we know what gravity is and we kind of know what it does, but if you actually ask for a more detailed explanation of gravity, they don't have one. We still don't truly understand gravity properly.
No, we don't, but we know how it affects the world and we can measure it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, but we still really don't understand it.
No, we don't know really why it's necessarily called. Not like we can see it or whatever. Can't see the wind, but we obviously know it's there affecting the when you see the trees move.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
I can now.
Right. Can you hear the game playing in the background?
No,
I can at the moment.
Good. That's okay. I don't want to interrupt your conversation.
that's all right. I'm gonna end this stream in a minute. I'll leave the StreamYard running so you can talk while he's playing.
Yep.
Yeah, I'll talk some shit to them guys. Tell them they suck. Hit something.
Yeah, if it was you, Lost, no, you'd be hitting islands, mate.
That's right. I can change my name to Island Crasher.
You know what, Simo? That's probably not. Maybe we are controlled. Maybe we don't have free will. Who knows? I mean, there's so many fucking theories out there. I don't really want to get into it all now, but it is worth fucking doing a show on one time and talking about it because there's so many different theories out there. But maybe we don't have free will. Who knows? Who knows? I mean, I found a mathematician, even though these mathematicians don't believe in the world as being a simulator, they have found mathematical equations that would lead you to believe that maybe we are living in a simulation because they found some equations that you only normally find in browsers, which is kind of funny that.
Have you read up or listened to some of these people talk about the free will? Some of these people who don't believe you actually have free will, like Sam Harris would be one, for example. Some other guys I can't think of.
Sam Harris, I don't listen to a lot of. I probably should, and I'll freely admit I don't listen to enough of him. Lost.
It's a pretty interesting. Actually, I'll send it to you an email. These two younger guys, I don't know if you've ever seen Cosmic Skeptic. He's actually a very intelligent young kid. You know, he's like in college right now. He's an English guy. But him and this other YouTuber, Rationality Rules, got together and they talked about the free will thing. I'll send that over to you. It's very interesting to see a different concept about the free will thing.
If you look at us as human beings in the society we live in now, then you can pretty well say that we don't have free will. Really, Lost. We believe we do, but we don't really.
Well, not free will in the constructs of your, just within your head. You know, like are you actually having your own thoughts? Are you actually making your own choices? That's what it is. Are you actually making your own choices in life versus them kind of being pushed your direction or other influences and that kind of stuff?
Society influences us.
Oh yeah, but yeah, for sure. Which after listening to a bunch of people and reading it, I think we have
you still might
we have free will, but it's not like complete free will. It's not like completely unlimited. I'm not sure how to say it. You know what I mean? It's like we can make our own choices, but there are certain things where it is,
No. Always had the fucking free choice. You know what I mean? Look, you were in that. You put yourself in whatever position for whatever happened to you. You made a choice. Every single thing you do is a choice. You made the choice.
Andy, can you walk down the road naked without being arrested?
No, but maybe I can walk down the road.
No. That's when we're talking about free will. That's a different.
Down the road now naked. It's fucking 2:30 a.m. and I could not be arrested. So yes. can't I? 40 a.m. You know,
Well,
realistically,
the thing is, you could make the choice to walk down the street naked, so that's not a...
if I wanted to. I'm not sure I want to be, although the weather's not too fucking bad. Hang on,
Well, that's true. All laws are man-made. So.
Well, that's right. And that's why I kind of understand those sovereign citizens. Because at the end of the day, I said you have the right to do what they fucking tell what you're told. You know, they make the rules. They're the ones that say this is how it is today. You know, that's why people like fucking Hicks, David Hicks, got, you know, thrown in Guantanamo Bay because he was doing his own fucking thing, and they started a war on him. Next thing you know, he's stuck in Guantanamo Bay for fuck knows how long. That's just bullshit. You know, the American guy didn't get fucking stuck in Guantanamo Bay. He got fucking let go. But, see, you can't really trust these cunts. That's what you got to fucking say. Told you. You know, I mean, you fucking back him in all the way. I fucking, you know, look, if anyone's going to start a fucking nuclear war, we know it's going to be. Problem is, whoever starts it will kill us all off.
You know what? I don't think it'd be a larger nation that would ever start a nuclear war. It would be some fucking little dictator that got hold of that shit, to be honest with you. That's my opinion.
Of course, you know. But, you know,
that's my opinion.
You watch these big Hollywood blockbuster movies like the last Mission Impossible movie comes to mind, where they were able to steal some nuclear device and they were going to set it off, and it but it was going to look like another country did it to kind of set off a war, one of those type of situations, you know. And I mean, that could be. I mean, if people were clever enough, have the resources, I guess. I mean, that could be a possibility where even though America didn't do it, it looked like America dropped a nuke on North Korea or something. You know what I mean? And from there, you know, a chain of reaction, you know, could start.
Yeah, Gunnar, I think that's more likely to be something like that. I'd be more worried about someone like what's his name in North Korea having nuclear weapons, or one of these African countries, or that worries me more. You know, to be honest with you, I'll tell you what worries me is the fact that India and Pakistan have them.
I was about to say that, Mark. You took the words out of my mouth.
They've had them for ages.
Yeah, they have.
Aren't you worried that Israel's got them?
Of course, I don't like the idea that Israel's got them, but Israel be more constrained because
we've got one gap.
Andy, it doesn't matter if they've had them for ages. Sometimes it takes for ages for the tensions to erupt to the max until it boils over. So therefore,
fucking worth all our lives, though, you fuckers. You know they are listening. So is it worth all our lives, you cunts? It's not. Fucking, just fucking pull your head in, all of you. Whoever's fucking listening, this is the message.
But Andy, you have some world leader from Pakistan or India sitting in a bomb shelter, nice and safe, who won't give a fuck about anybody else.
And they're still battling over Kashmir, and they'll never go away.
Yeah, but they've been fighting about that for how long now? It's like fucking 70 years. They haven't started no fucking.
Yeah, but they haven't had nuclear weapons.
I mean, I actually seen something the other day where they reckon that if the US attacks Iran, that you have to worry about Pakistan because they've got most of them are Muslims and they've got nuclear weapons. So therefore, you know, I mean,
with India and Pakistan, they're more than likely to use it against each other.
Are you ready, Gunnar? Ready, Mr. fucking Blitzkrieg?
Yeah, I'm playing too.
Yeah, no, you're not on my fucking list again. What the fuck are you doing? Mr. Secret Service, Invisible Man. He's never on my fucking list. He can talk to me, but he can't can't find him on my list.
Yeah.
He does it on purpose.
Yeah, I'm sure I do. Yeah, I'm sure I do. Fuck yeah. You'd be used to this when you're Mark.
I just can't be serious. What the fuck?
Is it all your fault too, Mark? Or you?
No. Mark knows where I live. It's never his fault.
Oh my God! I'm sure I do it on purpose.
But I'm gonna know where you live soon enough, cunt.
Fuck off! You can't.
You
Mm.
can't. Hey,
Okay,
with a
cool.
camera button, C or K, depending on what you're looking for.
Yeah, well, cunts with a C are useful, so better to spell it with a K.
No, yeah, but even epoxy cunt is useful. You know that.
Oh, I don't know about that.
Yeah, well, maybe not to you, but I'm sure there'd be fuckers out there that do epoxy cunt and wouldn't think twice about it. I'm not going to mention
Jesus.
names. I could probably mention a few names.
Oh, you can.
No, I wasn't thinking of you. I was thinking of the H man. No, he's married. He wouldn't do it. He wouldn't. He'd just swear at his wife.
I just hit the ally twice. He come flying in front of me.
That was my fault. I know I put you off. Let's rock and roll,
All right.
people.
Yeah, I'm going to take this off the stop the live, guys. I'm going to end the broadcast. So
Before, so I could argue about God and shit and the universe, and no, because I don't really give a fuck. So maybe it was a good thing.
anyway, thanks, guys, in the chat. Thanks for joining us.
Yeah, later, chatters,
I'll leave.
commenters.
I'll leave the StreamYard going so we can still chat.
Yeah, that's a
and
good
hear.
idea. I'm gonna play the Big Bang theory in the background over and over on loop.
Fuck off.
You're a shit stirrer, mate.
You know, mathematics, just because you can prove something with mathematics doesn't make it fucking so.
Say again?
No, if you didn't hear it, doesn't fucking matter. I don't want to argue with you anyhow.
Yeah.
I like you. See, we start arguing, I'll start calling you a cunt and telling you to fuck off and not come back and shit. Why
Yeah,
not?
but if you didn't call me a cunt, I would be like, man, Andy hates me.
Just keep coming fucking back.
Lost fucking hell.
You're my fucking nemesis, my fucking retribution, I guess.
Sometimes you worry me, you extreme Buddhist.
He is. Sugar-coated even.
You need to be more like Sinister. You can learn some lessons from Sinister, I reckon.
All right, guys in the chat, thanks for joining us. I'm gonna.
Bye, everyone.
You'll take care,
You should
and we'll see you soon. Hopefully, when this fucking cold's over, we can have a good session. But thanks for joining us anyway, guys.
join Gunner.
Yeah, if you want to, let me know if you want to. Let me know if you want to join. I'll put the link in for you, Gunner. If you want to come in the StreamYard, I'll leave the StreamYard going while they're playing. You too, you too, Simo. You take care as well, mate, and you have a good one. DNC and all the rest of the guys that were here.
I've got 3 bastards so far.
You're a bastard.
All right, guys. I'm gonna go. I'll take. Gunner, what are you doing? Otherwise, I'm gonna. Oh, he's got the messenger anyway, so.
I'll hit this fucking thing for fuck's sake. Oh my god. Shooting like an old mole.
All right, guys. I'm gonna go end the broadcast, but I'll still leave the StreamYard up.
I'm on fucking fire again.